Hello, everybody. Oh, ruined. Hi, everybody. Welcome.
You ruined it.
You're the one that fucked it.
Welcome to the stream, everyone. Why is this playing? I want to play some music. Here you go. How about, why not just jump in straight with this? Here we go.
Oh, God.
Because the fucking Underdark begins
Oh,
today.
wait. I gotta listen now.
Welcome to Dust Vale. It's the combat music, just straight up. Because it's going to be a grueling,
I like that music.
grueling, horrible couple of weeks where I'm going to do everything in my power to kill Tuesday Grey. Not
The whole objective, as far as
Not
I
okay
know.
with that.
but I'm going to fly
No, actually Tuesday.
to America, hunt down and
No.
kill Tuesday Grey. Is that
Sounds
a
like a
threat?
puppy.
Is that a threat? Every single American movie ever. Is that a threat?
Is
Yes,
that
it
a
is.
threat?
Obviously, it fucking is. Yes.
Triggered.
Leave me alone. Hi,
We
everybody.
have a
Welcome
lot
to
of
the
guns.
stream. Welcome to Dust Vale. I just shout all over Tuesday there. Shut up, Tuesday.
Okay.
Fucking
Done.
Jesus. Just
Good
always
talk.
with the yibbity
I know.
yabbity
My mouth.
yabbity.
It's a stream.
Welcome to Tablestory Dust Vale, our D&D 5e campaign. Homebrew setting. Kind of. I'm actually stealing a lot of shit for the Underdark because I don't know anything about it except for one Drizzt book. We'll see how this fucking goes. Welcome to the Stribbity Stram. Anyone who's asking about my teeth, it's fine. It's fine.
He's dying.
But I want to die. I'm not going to go into any large amounts of detail, but oh my god, please kill me now. Tune in tomorrow's stream and I'll go into detail and rant about it forever. Today, all I'm going to rant about is how Connor is only 12 years old and able to heal himself like Wolverine.
Oh my God.
Little shit with his regenerative powers.
Yep.
Fuck that guy.
Adamantium fingers. Yeah.
It'd be pretty cool if I had like a knife and just like cut my arm and you just see it go up.
Yeah.
Would that still be against TOS though?
I don't know.
Because you're just like immediately healing? Like, no,
I guess-
look, it's just science.
Look,
Yeah.
it's just cool.
It's really cool. It's really
For science.
cool.
Stab yourself in the heart. Yeah, I'll be fine.
um
It's so violent.
my camera's doing a weird thing as well, by the way, and there's nothing I can do about it. I'm sorry. It just keeps going like hot and cold. It's weird.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
It
Yeah.
sure does.
Yeah, I can't do anything.
You're
about
like
it
you're
yet.
like Two-Face, but it's too light.
Yeah, I'm. If I put my hand here, it does weird shit. But what is this?
That's
Why is that
weird.
still there?
It's okay. Mine's always just got this weird pinkish hue to it that I can't fix.
That doesn't-
So
I'm hopefully gonna fix it. But I've still got a load of fucking. Hey, here we go. Teething problems with the new computer. Because of actual tooth problems. Fuck y'all. All y'all.
okay. All right. All right, Brad.
Today.
Jay's triggered.
Today, before we get started with the actual campaign, the meat of the campaign, these guys actually leveled up at the end of last week. So we're doing like milestone XP. So once they complete certain milestones, story, narrative-driven milestones, or particularly large portions of the game, or it feels justified, they just bam up a level. Basically because it's a show more than anything else. It's a lot easier to cope with, which is why I do it. I do it in 2 campaigns now. You do this, Jay?
Yep.
You do this, right?
Yep. Ilios does the same.
If I was playing a game around a table, though, I think I would way more enjoy XP. Prefer XP, but this is easier to do. But my intention was always to level you up after Sin River, regardless of how long you spent there. The moment you stepped foot outside of Sin River, you were going to be bam level 5. I just forgot about it last week, so we're going to do it now.
We're still
might as
kind
well-
of in Sin River.
Yeah, kind of. Yeah, you're under Sin River.
Yeah. Not a good place to be.
But yeah, no, it's the ideal time to level you up. So we're gonna do that. We thought we would just do it now on stream instead of like rushing it before stream, just to give you guys an idea of what's going in. So for the first little bit here, we're probably just gonna be babbling and saying stuff that maybe you don't understand, or just being like, Brad, on page 12 it says that I get this thing. What does it mean? And I'll be going, I don't know. Okay, I've got a lot of Nurofen in my head. I can't think straight. my teeth hurt, guys. Stop asking me questions. Leave me alone.
All right, they get to see me level
even
up.
though it's Wednesday.
Yeah, it took me a bit.
Oh,
They
Whoa,
updated
yeah.
Roll20.
Oh,
there's
they
a little
ruined
seat.
it.
What
There's a
did
little
it?
seat
Go
around
into your
concentration.
settings, and in general, it will have an option to put it back to the simple.
Oh, thank God. Where is it? Hold on, general.
Why? What do you don't like?
The
mine's
bottom
still
right,
looks
your extra features and traits,
Yeah,
you
your
can't
features and
type in there
traits.
anymore. You have to
Can
add
you just-
things.
So if you go to
Oh.
the cogwheel, in general options, there's a little drop down. Just change that to simple.
Yeah, because I like the spell list. They have a little C at the end if it's a concentration, or an R if it's a ritual spell. That's cool.
Does anyone else feel like Connor's the Hermione of the group?
Yeah.
He is.
Fucking
yeah.
always knows that shit. What's up
Always.
with that, man?
Shit. Oh, it
Yeah,
shows
no.
you.
You
it's-
know,
Where the
how
fuck?
do you know everything there is to know about Roll20, Connor, and still don't
Not
know
just
what
Roll20
Barbarian does
even.
after 2 whole campaigns?
I
Your priorities
any-
are misplaced.
I have
You're the
no,
DM.
no idea where this is, Connor. In cogwheel, top right, my settings.
Yeah. My settings to the
Okay.
far right.
Oh, you're talking about on the character sheet.
Yeah, on the character
Oh,
sheet.
I thought you meant in Roll20. Hold on. Character sheet, far right, settings. Okay. Drop
Features
down.
and traits, and then click it to simple instead of compendium compatible.
Oh, I got you. Thank you. Oh, thank God.
That's
Okay, now oh, there we go. It's all back. All right, we're good.
That's cool. They added the spell list is nicer. I have to erase half the time.
Is the spell list better? Oh.
Yeah, it says if it's VSM or concentration or ritual.
I like that.
I had all these written in though, so I gotta erase them all now. They're
What's
overlapping.
R. Oh, R is ritual, I guess. Oh,
Yeah.
that's really nice. That's a good change. Good job, Roll20.
This is gonna blow my mind on Sunday. I'm not gonna fuck with it today. I'm gonna wait till I have to deal with it as an actual player. The first thing you guys should do is your health, because then you get to roll some dice, and that's exciting for everyone.
Okay.
So basically, you roll a hit die. I don't think it's different. It's whatever your class is plus your con. Your class gets a different die. So I think it's a hit die. You can just hit the hit die thing, and then add that, or work out whatever it is for your class.
So like use a weapon and try to hit, or where's the?
Nope. Let's have a look here. Let's just check that you've got rogue.
It's a
selected.
1d10 for you, Lesh.
1d10. Okay.
Yeah, so
thank
just
you.
roll
Rogue is a
1d10.
D10.
I think so.
For rogues?
Is it 1d8? I
I'm
thought it was
pretty
1d10.
sure it's 1d10. No, I think you're right.
1d8.
Oh, it's
really?
1d8? Oh, okay.
Never mind. I thought they were more
Okay.
durable
A
than that.
lot of people are more 1d10 than they used to be compared to third, I think.
And rolling.
So a D10 plus your, and then you add your
Nice.
con modifier to it, which for you
Yeah, it must be
is
nice to have a con modifier.
3.
Three.
So you just got 11 HP. So your whatever your max HP is.
Wait, you have a con of 16?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I rolled
Yeah.
What?
stupid
Oh
high.
God.
Yeah,
Stupid
Lash is
high
good.
on these things.
She's
so
the
yeah,
tank.
you're-
She's a tank rogue. I like
Dude,
it.
tank
I
rogue.
have I have 39 hit points now.
Jesus.
Wow.
39.
Almost
Nice.
as
More than
almost
me.
as almost as good as the tank warlock who now has 41.
Fair enough.
The actual,
Okay,
the
so
actual
my-
tank have 34.
Well, if it makes you feel any better, my AC is garbage. But
Okay.
my hit die is a 1d8, right?
Whoa.
At character creation, I rolled 8, 7, 7.
Nice.
Six.
Wait. What?
Nice.
Oh my God, they fucked everything up. My AC is now 11 as well. Watch out for that, guys.
Her
Just
last
work-
also has
Oh,
4 health.
Yeah, mine's off. I wonder if it's, do you have to equip equipment maybe?
Yeah, I went back to simple AC. I'm pretty sure.
Oh, it wiped everything I had in my inventory and such. That's annoying.
Oh. It
Damn,
just
you rolled
did
20.
the same
no,
to
just-
me.
Yeah, just go to inventory, do the same thing.
So
You have to make it compendium compatible. Yeah.
Lash,
Yes.
the sneak attack damage for you goes up as well, 5th. So now when you hit people with that sneak attack, I'll jump in here and just hold your hand through it because you're still scrub.
Yeah, sure am.
3d6
Hell
whenever
yeah.
you
Nice.
whenever you gain that extra damage, you do an extra 3d6 damage now. So
I
you
like
just
it.
became big dams. And you also get a thing called Uncanny Dodge. When an attacker that you can see, so it has to be within your like sight line, hits you with an attack, you can use your reaction, which is a separate thing. So you have your movement, action, bonus action, possible further movement. You also have this other like hidden one, which is a reaction, which you can use. You have one of them per turn, which can be expended kind of thing. You can now use that, which basically means outside of your turn is what I think is generally what it is. When you get hit with an attack, you can half the attack damage against you.
Wow.
For example, I say, okay, what is your AC? You say 14. I say, okay, this attack hits you. You can say, all right, I want to use my Uncanny Dodge to fucking just jump out of the way of it. You just get to do that forever?
What?
I
Every
think
reaction.
there's a requirement.
Once.
Every reaction.
Ever?
Fuck me, I was about to read the next line, like, this comes back on a short rest.
No.
You just...
Yeah.
Okay, all damage is halved against you. Stupid.
No,
Alright.
it's all, well, I mean, it's only if she uses a reaction, because, like, reactions can be used for other things, too.
I don't know, has Rogue got anything else, though? I don't know where to put this.
There's a
for
couple.
you.
I mean,
I'll
there's
put it in.
other, like, reactionary things that you can do in combat that don't require a class.
Are you talking uncanny dodge?
It's just uncanny
Yeah.
dodge, yeah.
Well, yeah. So if she makes, for example, an attack of opportunity, that's her reaction,
Yeah.
right? So then if she gets hit by AoE after that, she's going to get blown up, and it doesn't work.
Gotcha.
So just never take attacks of opportunity.
Always
Yeah,
take the
and then I
attack
can
of,
use
always
uncanny
take the
dodge.
attack of
You're
opportunity.
now a
and
barbarian.
Well, just you look at what we're up against first. If there's a spellcaster on the other team who's holding a giant fireball and looking at you, you should probably hold your reaction for that.
Yeah.
Oh.
All right, I added it on the right of your sheet in this random new features and traits thing.
I
over
see
there.
it.
Actually,
Awesome.
never mind that, because I'm learning counterspell now, so that whenever anything goes to throw a
Nice.
fireball, I can just look at it and go sit down and cancel the spell.
Nice.
Just
So
gonna
how
sit
did you
there.
guys determine that your armor class was off? Like, how do I know mine's actually 14?
What armor are
Did you just
wearing?
have the number memorized and you know
Jay's
it's wrong?
just lying because he wants to
Oh.
pretend that he has
No.
higher
I
AC
see.
and he knows I won't double check.
No. Breastplate gives me 14 AC, plus 1 dex is 15, and then 2 for my shield is 17.
Sure, whatever you say, buddy. Your AC is now 10. So.
All right, buddy. All right.
Oh, snap.
I'll work yours out. So your AC as a standard is 10 plus your dex. Then depending on what you have as armor on, it will affect that.
Oh, it's 10 plus your dex?
I think so.
Oh, then my AC is 16, not 17.
Yeah, 10 plus
where
my
is
dex
it?
is,
Okay,
is
yeah.
right then.
Yeah.
right?
You
'Cause
have
that's-
leather
10
armor,
plus
so
your
I
dex plus
think
your
Yours should be higher than that, Lash,
Yeah.
because you would have leather armor by default, which so it'd be like 12
Wait.
plus your dex.
it's
Um,
11 plus your dex.
Brad,
So that's correct.
it is. Oh, so
No,
I'm
no,
at 17.
No.
Okay.
You're at 15. Your AC is 15, Lash.
Oh, sweet. Okay.
So
thank
your
you.
AC, I'll just fucking throw this in here and it's like, no. AC equals 11 plus dex, just in case you're ever like just sat there looking at it, you know.
Like, why is that?
How much armor does leather armor give?
11. You have leather as well?
Yeah. It says my armor class is
So-
14, but my dex is plus 4.
Just
so.
So yours is 15 as well.
to clarify, Brad, that's if you're not wearing armor, right? So if I'm wearing the breastplate, it's 14, then plus my dex as well.
Yeah.
Okay, so
but
it is
you got,
17.
You got a, no,
Up-
you got a
Up
breast.
to 2.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
we'll use up to 2.
You
Breastplate.
can only have max of 2 on a breast.
Okay.
You don't get
yeah.
stealth
So
disadvantage.
it would be breastplate gives me 14 AC, 1 dexterity mod makes it 15, shield gives me 2 more. So
Yeah.
okay, cool.
All right. Connor,
Mm-hmm.
the fuck do you get at level 5?
At level 5, I get an extra attack. But also, since my proficiency bonus went up.
Oh,
by
fuck
1.
me, you just got extra attack? Fuck, this is fucking insane.
Yeah.
Wait for
That's
it.
I was waiting for someone to say it.
So,
You're gonna
previous,
fucking
prior
ruin
to level 5, Scar Shot was a plus 8. Now it's plus 9. Cerberus is a plus 10 on attack.
This is insane, dude.
Yeah, okay. So
The Cerberus is a piece of shit right now. It's broken.
It is broken, yeah. You need to fix it, don't you? But still.
How much was the cost for that? I need to note that down.
I can't remember. I've got all those meds in my belly.
So it's half of how much the pistol costs, right?
Yeah, let's have a look. So the rule was that to repair your firearm, if your weapon is broken, it must be repaired out of combat at half the cost of the firearm. So what was it to buy? The full price?
The price was 7, I think.
Where did I fucking put it?
Looking at spells.
Oh, this is good. I have a solution to our Underdark, my friends.
Oh, do you?
Tiny
Okay.
hut.
Hey!
What is
A
that?
10-foot radius immobile dome of force springs into existence around and above you and remains stationary for the duration. 9 creatures of medium size or smaller can fit inside the dome with you. The spell fails if its area includes a larger blah blah blah. All other creatures and objects are barred from passing through it.
Nice.
That's
Yeah.
See,
Eventually,
I
you
was-
get that.
See, I was
the
gonna
bigger
say-
one, I think.
See, I was trying to figure some way to work rope trick into my spell list, but that works just as well.
Tiny hut. I'm taking that. I'm taking that just for us for the Underdark.
Shit.
Tiny hut!
Now, do I want that or do I want sending as well? Because I get two second level spells.
Yeah, how does Bard work? Because I know mine's Wisdom modifier plus class level is how many spells I can have.
It's just telling me right here in the book. Like,
Yeah.
I get two
Bard's
third
different.
level spell slots. Oh, but I
I
can
can-
only learn 1 extra spell, so it might just have to be tiny
You can get
hut.
rid. Well, you can get rid of one of the older ones.
You could ditch a previous one, yeah.
Oh.
I'm pretty sure a Bard should work that way. I think everybody.
Yeah, I think
does.
magic is a long rest, and I think you can just interchange. Oh, fuck me.
Some classes can. I think all classes can during a level though.
Yeah, interesting. Okay. Brad,
Clerics,
what's
I
the-
can just
what's the
switch
ruling
it
on
every
that? Can I fuck off of some old spells and replace them right now?
I mean, I can look it up real
It
quick.
tells you on Bard, doesn't it, what you can do with that?
But during a level up, I mean specifically.
Well, that's the time to do it, but it's however many you can do. Or is that not what you're asking me?
I'm asking you, like, can I go and get rid of like a first level spell and learn another first level spell during the level up here and blah blah blah.
I don't know. Are Bard spells permanent? Let's have a look.
Yeah. Additionally, when you gain a level
Bards?
in this class, you
Okay.
can choose one of the Bard spells you know and replace it with another spell from the Bard spell list.
Yeah.
Which also must be of a level.
Yeah, so you can
which
do one.
has slots.
Okay, chat's also saying that bards can replace any spells when they level up.
Yeah.
Additionally, when you gain a level, you can choose one of the Bard spells you know and replace it with another spell from the Bard spell list. So not including the one. So you're taking Tiny Heart and you can swap at one other one that you've already got.
But you
Okay.
can, if you
Okay.
want, if you want 2 third-level spells, get rid of an old one and get a new
Yeah.
one, something like that.
Yeah.
So that's what I'm probably going to do too, because you don't. A third-level spell should be far superior to a first. Should probably have like a new
Fucking
damage dealer, like
tongue-
fireball or something.
Tongues would fucking help as well because if we meet any drow, we can talk to them.
I've got that like covered.
All right, we're
6
fine then. We're fine.
I've got that covered like 6 different ways.
6 ways to Sunday.
My
Okay.
my dude is telepathic, speaks every language. Like, just don't even worry about it.
Hey, it works for me. I'm just gonna have a spell that gets us out of the Underdark immediately and fucks everybody's spell list. Oh,
I
guys, we're
learned
good.
Teleport.
Yeah, teleport. Just we're out. We're good.
I don't even know what spells I have, to be honest.
Oh, this was
Fucking, I hate half of the spells that I have, but
Oh yeah, get rid of them.
Bards are weird for spells. I had the same issue when I was looking for the Eldritch Knight spells the other day.
yeah.
Bards are pretty much utility, aren't they? They do have some.
Yeah,
types.
they're very-
If you go lower bard, then you get some pretty badass stuff for
okay.
spells. But Valor is more about damage and inspiring in combat. Like the biggest reason is I can buff all of your rolls with inspiration, right? So
Right. I just look at create food and water and just pass it by. My character can't do that. Maybe you have the spell.
You may not take it.
Okay.
Yeah, but okay. So chat, I want to tell you guys about something real quick. Make sure I'm unmuted. Otherwise, you guys are just somehow reading my lips. Level 3 cleric spell, Animate Dead, has a duration of 24 hours. You can choose bones, turn it into a skeleton or a cadaver, and turn it into a zombie. You can re-up it before it fades.
Roger.
I'm gonna let that sit with you guys. Let that sit with you guys.
Sorry, I got.
I'm just saying, if Fairlight wants a pet, I will take that spell for him.
Wouldn't it be your pet at that point?
You could use him.
You can use them.
What does it do though? Surely it turns him just into an undead, just a zombie. Stats, but
every
not
turn
Roger.
I can
If it
give
turns
a
him into
bonus action command.
Would he still have access to his spell list and everything?
what does he have? Yeah, is he Raja or is he just a fucking animated bullshit?
He's probably animated bullshit that looks like Raja.
Wait, what's
But
the
at least
spell called?
we don't have to
Animate
carry him.
Yeah, well, like that was one of the things I was gonna ask Fairlight off stream. I was like, all right, so what's going on with your body?
Yeah, okay. The target becomes a skeleton if it's
if
bones, or
it's
a
bones.
zombie if you choose a corpse. So yeah, it
I
just
want it to look like Raja, and I really don't want to flay him down to bones to turn him
I
into
mean,
a
if you want a pet zombie throughout the Underdark, then I'm so fucking down for you to take that spell. No, I'm not pushing it on you, but I just as a viewer, I want it to happen.
Yeah.
As a DM, I kind of don't, because I'm just going to kill Raja, because he's going to be a shitty little zombie in this level 5 fight, and he's just going to get destroyed by the fucking demigod.
I just keep rezzing him. That's cool. He'll just have chunks off him. It's great.
I don't know what third
It's
level
going to be
spell to
so fucked up. He comes back.
Chat, what
It does
third level
fix you,
spell do
though,
I
being
take?
brought back.
Yeah. Being brought back, he'll be fine. Unless we just raise dead him. Sorry, we had to.
You know what I just realized? We still
Actually, yeah, what
totally
is
left Finrena behind.
Yeah, she's there chilling.
Oh yeah.
You saw her and then just did nothing about it.
Fuck.
Raja briefly saw her and was like, yo, what up? See ya.
Later.
How long have you got? If you can move through the Underdark in 10 days, you could use the Raised Dead. That would only cost you 500 gold pieces. Well, a diamond worth 500. I think the next one is 1,000, right?
Yeah. That's
Which is
true resurrection is 1,000.
Which is all well and good, but if we turn him into a pet
No,
zombie, I don't think we're gonna want to raise dead the leftovers. He's gonna come back.
No. Raise Dead doesn't Raise Dead fix?
Does it mend him?
I think it mends as well.
Because Resurrect does.
Oh, is it just?
No, I don't know if
Maybe it's
Raised
just
Dead does.
Resurrect then. Yeah.
It
Which
closes
is the
all
one-
mortal wounds, but doesn't restore missing body parts. So.
We can protect him.
if you did Raise Dead, he would probably have like terrible fucking scarring from the actual wounds. He'd be ugly as shit. I think the resurrection closes all mortal wounds and restores any missing body parts. We had this issue with Clutch on Fractured World. Spoilers, he's dead. They found his toes. They had his toes. So they were like, well, is this enough to bring him back? And I was like, no, fuck you. There's no fucking way. That's the intention of this spell. It's to bring back an arm, not to bring up an entire body back from a toe. But I think resurrection.
Yeah, resurrection.
If you fuck him up as an animated dead, resurrection will probably bring him back pretty much.
Is there resurrection and then true resurrection, or is it just called resurrection?
True resurrection is the one which is like a fucking 500.
Yeah,
year
true resurrection
thing.
is like you could take a piece of their, like a drop of
200
blood, a drop of blood, and you can make the whole human.
Ooh.
Yeah. You can bind that bitch back to a fucking anything as well. They can be just destroyed, like fucking Cell was destroyed, to delete him completely down to nothing and still bring him back from nothingness. I think with that one.
No more happy parades for Cell every day, or it's Frieza.
They'll still bring him back. They always fucking do. I bet Cell shows up at some point.
I hope
Super.
so.
I don't know.
I really liked Cell. I liked his voice actor.
Cell Saga was my favorite one. I fucking loved the whole Teen Gohan fucking thing. Gohan was being geared up to be.
Now.
Well, he was being geared up to be the main character, right? That
Yeah.
was the point. They were getting rid of him, getting rid of Goku, and they were
And
like,
then he
yeah,
went
we'll
to
put-
school, and it
And then
ruined
everyone
it.
was like, "No, bring Goku back." So
Lesson.
they were like, "Okay, well, fuck off, Gohan." Shit now. I was like, "No, you were so good."
See,
He sucks
I-
even more in this new
I
series.
find the main reason I never liked Dragon Ball Z was just because of the irrelevance of everyone who wasn't Goku.
Yeah, pretty much.
Yeah, but that's also the reason that Goku
All right, I'm taking invisibility.
Dies
stayed in it,
after
or
that.
the Gohan didn't become the lead.
Invisibility, nice.
Yeah.
I might
So-
take Spirit Guard.
Yeah.
Yeah, the irony
Invisibility
is Teen
and
Gohan
Tiny
was the
Hut.
best.
If you see anything else, I have invisibility already as well.
Oh fuck!
If you want to avoid
More
the
people with
overlap.
invisibility is a good
but
thing.
then again, Warlock.
Invisibility's been very
I only
useful
get
for
I only
you.
get like 2 spell slots.
Oh,
Did
yeah.
I put? Hold on.
Although you
Which-
get them back for resting for an hour.
I get spells back on a short rest, but I only get like 2 spell
Okay.
slots. So it's gonna suck.
Question, Brad, I mean, how close are we to be able to retcon what we bought?
You can probably do that. I mean, picking up from.
I just need a
wherever.
component pouch.
Yeah.
Okay. Thank you.
It's fine.
Thank you.
I'm
very
not
much.
as harsh on component
Ooh,
pouch.
I can invis 2 people at the same time now.
Yeah.
Nice.
Same.
Oh,
Same.
nice.
I
That
can
might
as
mean
well.
we do all have it.
That's almost all of us. I'll just meld into stone. It's fine.
How much?
That's the
Wait, do
cool
I
part
get a
about the
component?
warlock spell slots is all my spell slots are whatever the highest level is that I know.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Nice.
you're just a fucking walking bomb. It's got glass cannon. It's a super glass cannon, isn't it? The warlock, really. I mean, you're probably not, but
Wait,
generally
do
it's
warlocks-
glass.
I mean,
Warlocks get a.
Warlock is
Uh,
really flexible, to be
Tuesday.
honest.
Yeah.
I used to really like
take
the
off
warlock. I just
25
get bored
gold
of
from what
casting
you got
Eldritch
back.
Blast
That's
after
okay.
you run out of
Take
those
off
2 spells.
25
Yeah,
gold.
20. Tuesday's our bank right now. She's the.
Yeah.
She's basically. I'm like the account keeper, and she's the bank.
Hi, welcome to
Oh,
the
it
bank
got rid of
Tuesday.
my my notes, my gold notes. How do I switch it back to
Go to your character sheet, the cog, and then go to inventory, and
cog inventory?
on the
okay.
far right side, it
Click
should.
the cog inventory. Okay.
Yeah, and
Simple.
yeah.
Okay.
It might delete everything in your inventory though, so switch it and then switch it back. I had to
Okay.
do that.
It's really annoying.
It's fucking annoying. Yeah.
God damn.
Oh yeah. Okay. It says I have 165 gold, but it did. I'll have to switch it back, and I'll just add this as a note.
Okay.
Okay. So subtract 25. So I have 140 gold.
Okay.
So something I realized, Carlias has action surge.
Oh my fucking god.
Yeah.
dude.
Yeah, you can lose your fucking mind.
Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
like,
wanted to.
once
I
a
You
wanted
get
to
to do the
multi-class.
fucking fucking John
I was
Marston
gonna multi-class
thing.
into fighter level 2 eventually to get action surge, but I don't know. Do Valor Bards get
Thankfully,
anything?
Scarshot has. I want to
Oh
say.
yeah, you want to do that, Jay?
Not right now. No, it's
Six
too
in the
late.
chamber.
I've already done. I mean,
So I'm gonna get a familiar at this
Yeah.
level.
Do you-
oh shit.
Which was my
Nice.
question. Do you want Raja as your familiar?
Well, that's not the same.
Okay. Because I'm just saying.
Are you taking one of the bullshit familiars?
Yeah. Well, I was gonna ask
Warlocks
because
get different ones, right?
well, yeah, I'm going Pact of the Tome instead of Pact of the Chain, but under Pact of the Tome it says I can learn a first level ritual, so I'm gonna learn Find Familiar. So and it says it's up to DM's discretion as to whether I could get one of the other 4.
Yeah,
One of the other 4 familiars anyway.
100%. Yeah, if you're playing a warlock, you get to have the cool familiar, like the fucking pseudo dragon or whatever, right?
Oh, dude,
Okay,
pseudo
yeah,
dragons are bad.
So I probably take the imp then because
Yeah.
it's freaking invisible
Imps
and
are-
has
yeah.
poison attacks.
Yeah.
Oh
and
my
the best,
god. you
And the
have an
best part is the imp can sit next to any enemy invisible, and Lash gets sneak attacks repeatedly
Yeah. Yeah.
because of pack tactics.
It's like season 2 Evelyn in League of Legends. You just get 6 Sunfire capes and run around, and you're invisible to everyone and kill them.
Oh yeah.
The imp will have a
So-
personality that will hate you, though.
That's the best part.
That's the thing.
All right.
It looks like at
the imp is going to
level-
be my dog in real life.
Oh, the imp gets Devil's Sight too.
What's that?
Devil's Sight, it's like dark vision, except you can see through the darkness spell.
Oh, that's fucking. Oh man.
So it would mean that I could cast darkness, and then literally me and my familiar are the only ones that can see anything.
Yeah,
Because
you're
dark
not-
vision.
You're not
See,
the
like,
only
at the beginning of
nothing.
this, fella was like, "I'm going to be useless in the Underdark," and now he's the
You're not
Well,
the only one in
this
the
is-
Underdark
I
that casts
I mean,
darkness,
this is what without changing the patron. If I went fiend, I'd get all of what I just said on top of being able to do 8d6 damage at will with the fireball.
Yeah.
so it looks
you-
like at 5th level,
What were you gonna say, Jay?
the
Hold on.
rogue gets +3 proficiency bonus. Did I change this to in my character sheet? It looks like it doesn't let me change it.
You go to
Under
your on your character
inspiration.
sheet, right?
Yeah.
At the very top, it should say class and level, and just delete that and click 5.
Oh, sweet.
Yeah, and I think it should up your proficiency bonus itself because it just went up for me. So
It did.
Yeah.
Thank you. And is inspiration supposed to be blank?
yes.
Yeah, that's.
Okay. Sorry. Now
That's like
carry on.
a tagging thing. If I give you inspiration, or if Brad does.
Right. Gotcha.
All right. I don't know about you guys. I'm good to go whenever.
Oh yeah, do I do
think,
anything else as a rogue?
You did your health, you did blah, blah, blah. Yeah, you should be fine.
Did uncanny dodge, did proficiency.
Yep.
Yep.
All right. Everyone else good?
I'm good.
Yeah, I'm just looking at spells, so I'm ready to go.
Oh,
Ooh, that tiny hut is gonna be so fucking useful, man. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh
Dude,
yeah.
I'm reading
tiny
about all the stuff I can do with the familiar. It's gonna be
Yeah,
disgusting.
dude, familiar is the only problem is like if your familiar is seen, then it's like a big shit show. But like I was saying earlier, you aren't the only one that casts darkness in the Underdark, so that's gonna be really useful.
Mm-hmm.
That's like an innate drow ability. Is
Yep.
they just globe of darkness. So
Well, I'm a tiefling, so I already have darkness as an innate spell as
Yeah.
well. The question is, the drow would not be able to see through their own darkness spell unless
No.
they also have.
no, but they have like they're trained and they know how to. It's like they don't get the disadvantage on checks if I'm not mistaken because they've trained in the
Gotcha.
darkness spells. Yeah.
Isn't there like a dark dwarf race as well?
Durgar?
Yeah, the Jew.
Yeah.
Or
How do you say it, Jay?
I say Durgar. I don't know how it's actually supposed to be said.
Yeah.
I just like to hear how everyone says it differently.
I don't know the proper pronunciation.
I say Durgar as well,
Mm.
but I don't know how. Because some people are like Duagawar and stuff. You're like, what the fuck?
Wagwa.
Yeah. All right. Connor, you good?
Yeah, I'm good. I'm ready.
Tension Fairlight done.
Good enough. I'm
All
just
done.
like adding spells.
I'm good to go whenever.
There's
I'm just
too many good ones.
Oh, now I'm
updating my
excited.
crap.
You guys ever seen Bestow Curse? That thing's pretty nice.
I was looking at that. Yeah, we should just level up on stream from now on because this isn't too bad.
Yeah.
I don't mind doing it. Yeah. I
Kind
mean,
of-
once you have that first half an hour of like, yo, what up?
Yeah.
And then half an hour of
That's
leveling up, it just takes us to the round because we're here at an hour.
better transition into. So I'm kind of tempted to take daylight too. So when all the drow pop out, just
That would
Oh.
actually be hilarious.
Oh my god, no,
So
that would
cool.
actually that would work on every fucking creature in the Underdark.
yeah,
I'm
it
not
probably wouldn't
mistaken.
help us too much too, since we'd be acclimated to the dark by then too. You're like, hey guys, like, oh god, why? Jesus Christ!
First,
It's like
Arden's
getting
first
addicted.
thing, we're like a day in, they're like getting used to it, and then daylight, like
Yeah,
ah!
like, ah! I think I'm
And
used to
then
the dark by now.
everything immediately converges on us.
Yeah, just
I'll make
so much good stuff in here.
before like we begin, I'll make you an imp Fairlight.
Oh hell yeah.
in
I'm super
theory.
excited about the imp and tiny hut.
Well, right, there we go. So, is it just a standard imp? Does it get any of the bullshit?
It says variant familiar. An imp that enters into a contract to serve over the creatures forms a telepathic bond. So basically, it's whatever your standard imp stuff is, but then also I can talk to it telepathically. I can sense what it senses through its eyes and ears, and if it's within 10 feet of me, I get the same magic resistance trait that it has, whatever that is.
Question: do we get to see him do the contract now?
Yeah, I'm gonna probably do it at the start of the because it's an hour-long ritual, so you're gonna
Yeah.
see him sitting there summoning this thing.
Oh cool.
There's no fucking way.
Brad?
There's no way we missed that.
Yeah,
But
that's
it
fucking-
just like the ability for this thing to walk, so it can like any spells that I have that are touch. Like this thing can touch them for me, and I can like from 30 feet away, I can touch the thing.
Oh, that's
and-
so cool.
Yeah,
And-
it can
and
deliver
any-
spells.
It can basically deliver touch spells, and anything that it's standing next to, Lash's passive whole sneak attack target thing. She'll get sneak attacks on anything that the imp is sitting next to.
However, though, when the imp does a thing on its turn, do you still get to do stuff on your turn? How does
Yes,
that work?
yes. It says familiar
the
acts on its
spell.
own. Familiar acts on its own and takes its own initiative rolls.
All right, so you can just command it as its own.
It's
bullshit.
legit another party member.
It
pretty
can't
much.
it can't
It's like having a
attack,
squire.
but it can do other actions as normal. So
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
it doesn't actually attack.
Yeah. No,
Kinda neat.
I know all that bullshit. It's been a while since someone's had a thing.
Right.
I remember having a squire myself in a campaign at one point, which was basically the same thing.
You guys are killing me here. I'm gonna probably take. I want animate dead now.
Well, why don't
You
you
remember
ask-
the blood
What
bullet?
about chat? Chat, what do you want? What's the options here?
Do you remember the blood bullet I gave to the guard?
Yes.
When we were back in at the smith and we made them, were they made with casings and gunpowder?
Yeah, they're good to go, I think. Because the dude made them, right? They're bullets. You
Did they
can
have
use-
gunpowder and casings there?
I think so. I think I wrote
Oh.
down.
Because I don't know if I just have the projectile part.
No, they didn't. You made them make the projectile because they didn't have gunpowder, and that's why we went to the general store. That's what started that whole thing. Is we went to go get you gunpowder.
So I've given a blood bullet to a guard who thinks he's going to be able to shoot it.
He's just going to break his gun.
Elias doesn't know that, but
that's fucking hilarious. He's dead. You've killed him.
Right, so then let me just quickly do this just for myself. Then I can drop your boy in. All right, Tenchi, what were the options?
Oh, I have way too many good ones. Honestly, I couldn't even decide. So I'm
gonna roll a dice.
I'm trying to decide if it's worth taking Animate Dead because I don't. How? Like this is a question that people can't answer. I have to answer it. But how distraught would I be over losing Raja? Because the problem was I got knocked the crap out when Raja died, so I didn't witness it. So probably less traumatized by it. But
yeah, I think now is the first chance you guys are going to have to sort of take a breath and sort of work it out.
Well, I'm dragging around his body, so that's probably.
But yeah, you've still not really stopped, right?
Yeah, and you were doing like the dancing with his body too, which is kind of like almost a symptom of shock, is like making a joke out of it, right? Like, yeah.
Yeah, you know what? He was traumatized. He's gonna animate the dead because Raja did not die.
Okay.
He is still alive.
Yep.
And this is gonna be.
In that case, I'm gonna make another character thing for you and make it a zombie.
Fortunately, he legitimately is zombie for statistics.
Yeah, no, that's cool. You get your own little bullshit. You're all just gonna have your own little fucking shitty thing.
Connor, do you want a pet right now? I mean, like you could probably animate gun. I don't know.
I'd imagine actually.
I was tempted to have the Cerberus be sentient.
I love sentient weapons. So
I was just like, I was tempted to do it just to abuse you whenever I wanted, just from your hip every now and then. It's like you're a fucking loser. Why?
That would be
one of
so
Carlisle's
funny.
flaws is sleep when it comes is no sleep at all. The time spent tracking marks has left me skittish and paranoid. So I'd imagine he thinks Scarshot can talk to him.
We're all,
and that's why Scarshot is so like faithful and doesn't fucking break. Knock on wood.
I'm gonna change Zombie Raja's action from Slam to Zephyr Slam. It doesn't make any difference. It's just called Zephyr Slam.
The best fucking zombie ever,
The
man.
fastest zombie in the entire.
Like, it's literally not even an evil alignment thing for my cleric. It's just him traumatized and unwilling to let him go. Kenneth, he liked Kenneth, but like Kenneth was also murdering children, so you know that kind of separated some of the bond.
Over in my chat, people are like, "No, what are they doing to Raja? He's never gonna get rest."
Well, he has a better chance of him getting res this way than me carrying him.
I wish I could draw just so that I could fuck with the Raja token and make him look undead. What about if I give that to someone in chat? Here we go.
I'm pretty sure I could get volunteers for that.
Everybody's just lining up.
I'm gonna post it in the Discord. Throw the Discord link up, Noodle, and I will post in the Discord the image of Raja that we had drawn up. If someone can, at some point, for now we'll just use whatever. You don't have, you know, if someone wants to enter now your attempt at Zombie Raja. Take this image, Photoshop it, draw over it, whatever, the best one, and I will deem it to be the best one. None of these fucking losers, especially not Jay. Oh, I'm nice to everyone. No, I'm gonna deem who is the best drawing.
What does that even mean?
It's just the best way, okay, to weed out, because someone will be like, I did my best. I'm only 7, but my one is the worst one, and I really don't want to use it. This way I can weed out, you know, the noble attempts that I will never use for 1 week while we have Zombie Raja in it for a week. Let me see here.
Oh no, I'm getting him out, and we're rezzing him possibly.
Yeah,
on his
100%.
burial way if he wants.
Yeah, as long as you don't just fucking obliterate every cell in his body. You know, if he comes out with like most of his head and body intact.
Anna said she'll draw him next week.
No. Anna doesn't get to do it. Anna's too good.
Anna's too good? That's cheating?
Anna's too good. No, Anna, you're forbidden from entering the competition. She just wants some fucking
already
money.
drawn.
She'll charge us, Jay. You know she would. Like, there's your Zombie Raja. That'll be $400. I don't know where I fucking left it. hate this new computer. Where the fuck did I put it? All right, I'll tell you what. Why don't
We love you.
I'm gonna
Anna.
throw it. I'm gonna throw it up in the Discord. If you guys are all leveled up and good, we'll go to a break. I'll throw up in the Discord the image of Raja, and then when we come back, we'll jump in and get it cooking in the cold, empty, forever dark Underdark. Kind of forever dark.
I can have my familiar do vampiric touch from a distance.
Ooh, nice.
Just start sucking
God.
life points out of
Ridiculous.
people and healing myself.
All right,
Warlocks are
guys.
fucking horrible little shitty things. They're
We'll be-
a horrible little class. They're just all these little shitty stuff. That's so nasty. And then they go, I'll just do a fucking level 6 spell twice. Bam, bam. Fucking Christ.
We'll be right back in 3 to 5 with more cranky Brad because of his technique.
Whoop.
We don't have Tuesday.
I don't know if we're live, but I think we are.
I unmuted to Connor going.
I don't know what he wants. Hi, everybody. Welcome back to the actual game. This time, yay!
Flash has turned invisible, so. Oh,
she's back. She doesn't know
back
we're
to
live.
existence.
Let's hope she doesn't just open the call up and be like, "Yo, guess what? Blah 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 blah. Homophobic racial slur."
No, she's not
what
PewDiePie. We're good.
like. Lash, you are live on the internet. Please do not racial slur.
I'll try. I'll do my best. That's all
Alright.
I can do.
Okay, no heated gaming mode.
Yeah, Kirk.
You wouldn't fucking mind. Jesus fucking Christ, I've had enough. All right.
Oh man.
Let's see. The last time you guys were in the game, you guys were in Sin River on the world map. I do not know if I put you there. Yes, it did. You are in Sin River, but instead of using the train to escape from town, you guys decided to use the help. Well, particularly Carlias, but using Carlias to a degree, you guys, as a group, followed the new, potentially temporary, but at least for now, new member Veselius. Must be right because you didn't correct me. Into
Veselius.
It's Veselius.
Veselius. It's gonna be one of the others.
With a Z.
Veselius.
Whichever way you say it, he's going to correct you to the opposite.
The opposite
even
one
if-
forever.
I like
His
that.
name's Veselius Veselius.
His name is Luigi Mario.
He's a smuggler who tends to smuggle things in and out of Sin River for the more noble houses, and luckily he is an employee, or he smuggles things in for the fuck is his name?
Miami Blossom.
Miami Blossom, my own creation. I don't know his name. And Miami Blossom, of course, in a sort of precarious relationship of sorts with Carlias, hired Veselius to get Carlias out of town. The rest of you kind of tagged along, followed them. Veselius found a way to go down and out of Sin River, although he revealed that it is possible to get even further outside of town, which is suggested because there's an ancient green dragon which is kind of looking for you all now, circling around. He said maybe we go down into the Underdark. It's going to be a bit of a trek. There's no map, there's no direct route out through there, but if they can traverse through the Underdark far enough away from Sin River, they'll pop out somewhere else, and they'll be able to move without being pursued, hopefully directly by a giant huge gargantuan ancient green dragon who will absolutely eat you all in one gulp. So pretty much you guys bounced. You guys headed into, you're not quite in the Underdark necessarily, but basically you headed down underneath Sin River into a cave system that leads down into the Underdark, and you sent Veselius off to buy a bunch of provisions to prepare you for this journey, because it's a very, very big question mark into the unknown. And we rejoin you all in this cave system, which was full of spiders. You dealt with the spiders and decided to take a long rest. If you want, I'm happy to jump straight forward to the end of the long rest. Say you're all at full health. You guys have leveled up, so you get that full bonus all the way back up to the top. Full health, full complement of spells, full hit dice, we'll say, regardless of whether that would be true or not. I'm going to give you it because the Underdark's not necessarily going to be too easy, and I'm going to start employing proper D&D rules: hit dice, short rests, long rests, and all the stuff I've forgotten in my 3 years since giving up on it. But I would never employ it if Fairlight wasn't here. He will tell me. Fairlight's my second DM. He's like my
Keeps you accountable. Oh, I've
He's like
been shafted from the second DM. I'm the
He's your
third
pocket
DM now.
He's more like my pocket encyclopedia, right? Like he's like my Cortana. It's my D&D Cortana.
You haven't disabled him yet? Jesus.
Consult the Fairlight. So yeah, you guys you went to sleep at around midday, which means that it would be sort of nightfall. We did see a scene outside of what was happening in your direct narrative with these two figures which have been sort of tailing you through Sim River to a degree. However, outside of the edge of the cave, you'll see the sun begin to set. It seems like the dragon has calmed down, or has polymorphed back into his human form, or has left in some form. The town, there's still a lot of commotion and stuff up there, but it was chaos during the actual day. It's calmed down a lot more. There's no more screams or just like wild footfalls of people moving around, very easy to hear as it echoes down into the cavern just outside the cave entrance. The night begins to settle. You can probably feel a cooling in the air as this whistling cave system reveals no further spiders tickering tickety up towards you, though the cave system does lead further and further in, and leads pretty much directly to nothing more than a hole into the Underdark. Vasilius is vaguely aware of this cave system. What do you guys want to do?
We've only taken a short rest, right?
No, we took a
it was
long
a long
rest.
We had the,
We're long,
yeah.
so we're full.
Had the long
You're
one.
full everything. You're good.
So we don't have Jay get one-shotted again.
Yeah. Well, don't go into fights with 4 health like I did.
I totally forgot because I was on a new character, fresh with everything, and then you're just like, I'm down. I was like, oh yeah, forgot.
Yeah, we
they
didn't.
changed a lot of stuff in roll. Sorry, they changed a lot of stuff in roll 20.
Yeah, they did.
Most of it's good.
So I guess we're waking up. We chose like a guard rotation, right? Did we do that last week?
Yeah, I'm just gonna
We'll
fast
just
forward through it for
fucking-
you because there's nothing
Cool.
will come after you unless you specifically want it to, and you're like, hey, come and get us, big dragon. Which I'm sure you didn't do.
No.
As one of you kept, you don't need to physically have to stand on watch with spear in hand. You can sit reading a book and still vaguely be on guard duty.
Was anybody on guard duty with me?
Probably not.
No, I
By
wouldn't imagine.
rotation.
Maybe we'll-
Okay.
Yeah.
Maybe
The
like an hour crossover here and there, but
yeah, for an hour I was just sitting there talking to Raj's body and animating him.
Oh my god.
Oh,
Oh fuck.
were you now? All right. Well,
So-
how does that spell go? What do you need to do to actually do that spell? Because I didn't really look at it. Let me see. What
Yeah.
it does.
Spell spell blah blah blah. Choose a zombie. Become a skeleton. Blah blah. On each of your. Oh, okay. Like, what do you want material wise? I just need a drop
I
of
just
blood,
wanna-
a piece of flesh,
Yeah. Like, what is all the actual?
and a pinch of bone dust. So
Oh yeah, you have all that.
I just stand
shit.
over like Tuesday Gray and just like hack off a pinky and get some bone dust, or
Yeah.
just
Yeah,
take
yeah,
it from
yeah.
the spiders probably. Could he be a spider zombie now? Like spider big?
Ooh.
Maybe
Oh my
he
God.
has these like
Just crawls
these
around.
weird, these weird skittery moments.
He has too many eyes.
So
I
anyways,
could learn spider climb and cast it on him so he could just run off walls.
it takes I think an hour to cast. Let me see. No, casting time's only a minute. Excuse me. Sorry, I was thinking of another spell. What it is funny, chat. Animate Dead has a 10-foot range. Why is there a 10-foot?
Oh, because it's
because
in
you
the
probably
middle of,
touch-
in the middle of
you
battle.
probably don't want to actually
Maybe.
touch it. You want to
And
get
then,
real
like-
close to it, but you don't actually want to
You're
touch
just
it.
like
Just like
raise. I've never seen a 10-foot range in any spell. It's always touch 30, 60, 120. It's always it's at a grouping of 30 usually.
dude, half my abilities have a range of 10.
Really?
Yeah.
What the hell's wrong with your character?
I have a bunch of warlock crap that says works within 10 feet.
That's weird. Yeah.
Um,
Anyways, yeah, it only takes it's no crazy components. I made sure to look at that.
Yeah, sure. So, how does it look when you actually bring Raja back to life? Because you sort of set him up by the doorway, I think.
Yeah. Yeah. So pretty much I'm just sitting there talking to him, just like it's like, speaking of John Marston's, when you're on the Seth quest, so the guy that digs up bodies and he's all crazy about it. So I'm just sitting there just talking to him the whole time. And he just slowly starts kind of jerking up, and he kind of stands up a little bit, and I don't know how this zombie's going to be, if he's moany zombie or just kind of, I'd like to think of him as a World War Z zombie, and he's just going to like run at a mile per hour, and we're going to Those would be great. Can we have a running zombie?
Well, it just depends on his movement. His speed is 20 feet. It's kind of slow, slightly slower than it is.
Not bad.
Not quite as quick as he was before.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely not. No, he does
Zephyr
have
zombie.
Zephyr Slam, of course, but
Yeah, so-
Does he still? The question is, does he still get a 1d10 attack with the +5 with the Tulwar?
No.
Does he chop
He
things up with the
fucking has
Tulwar?
no idea what a Tulwar is. 'Cause
He's
this is not Raja.
pretty
This is
shit
just-
here, unfortunately.
This is like Walking Dead rules where you don't come back with your personality. You're not like, oh, if we just believe we can get through to him. You know, there's no level of belief.
Well, I
that's
can
gonna
learn
get you
speak
through.
with the dead. I was
Yeah, but
tempted to
then-
do that.
I feel like that would be like separate, right? It
worthless.
wouldn't. Raja wouldn't be like, hey, I'm awake
Yeah.
now.
No,
He
I
would
could just ask him
speak to-
questions.
Raja's on some like dead plane somewhere. He's on another plane. He's fucking
Just
gone.
enjoying his life.
Yeah, he's-
it's on life.
He's chilling with like Kellenvor. Like, yo, what up? What was this
Yeah.
all about?
His friends.
And no, he's
tactic
talking.
is
He's talking to
great.
Kenneth, and he's like, "So, Carlo, that's got you killed too, huh?"
All right.
That
So
was
for
good.
now, it's kind of irrelevant, but I'm going to give you a zombie Raja token. This is the temporary zombie Raja token, of course.
That's awesome.
Submit your zombie
Yeah, I
Raja
got his.
thingy maji for next time. Win a
He's
prize.
got better vision than me. That piece of shit. He's got dark vision.
So I don't know what he's got. What does he
Suck,
got?
Raja. Even
So-
in death, you still outdo my character.
Yeah, you have. So you have another character. I guess you've already found
Yeah,
it.
it's
You
you.
can find it. You should be able to control this. It works like an NPC, so it's a
Yeah.
slightly different thing, but it's pretty easy to work out. Does he have dark vision? 60 feet. Cool.
Yeah.
Nice.
That's
I'll
the
give-
perception of,
I'll give you that. So this version of Raja probably comes to life, but it isn't like, "Hi guys, I'm back." It's just immediately like, you know, like just snapping its jaw, like barely consciously able to do anything. I assume you have control over its like need to just instantly murder everyone else.
Yeah. He's pretty much a thrall, I think. It doesn't say
Undead
anything about
servant. Creature is under your control for 24 hours. So it obeys every command, after which it stops obeying any command you've given to it.
Oh, I didn't read far enough.
Oh my god.
Doesn't matter.
To
I did it.
maintain the control of the creature for another 24 hours, you must cast a spell on the creature again before the current 24-hour period ends. So in 24 hours, at 8 p.m. tomorrow night, Raja's just going to turn on you all.
Yeah,
You have
yeah.
to-
I-
you're
Does
gonna have to kill
whatever
him.
the fuck he wants.
So,
you have to kill
well-
him every time.
Well, I think I can just. Oh god damn
You
it!
can
That
just-
is
you
Do
good.
can
it like an
you can
hour
just-
before the 24 hours up.
Yeah,
Right?
you can
Or
just
you-
recast the spell ahead of time.
Either recast or murder. him.
Okay. I was like, this is getting real because I'm doing this just as an RP sense. I'm literally wasting one of my third slots every day.
Yeah. I mean, you do that anyway, right? That's what your spells are for.
You've
That's
been
awesome.
wasting your disguised selves for the entire.
Hey, that's a free
campaign.
racial, okay?
That doesn't mean okay. Just, you do you. It's your character. It's your character. No matter how much
Hold
Jay
on.
wants to slit his own wrists right now, you do you with your character.
I don't
no.
give a shit.
Jay, your face.
No, I'm-
looking over at Jay. Jay's like, why?
No, I'm just
Make it
waiting.
end.
I'm just waiting.
Hold on.
Um,
I know this is going to sound meta, but why can't we just like cut off Raj's head and then reattach it like using string and such, and then get the revive? Because we did that with Boulder. Like he was split in half, so we could put him back together.
Okay,
Then
now
all we
my
have to do
head's
is
in my
cut
hands.
cut the I hope my character never dies because we're all horrible people.
That's going to be up to you in 24 hours. For now,
Yeah.
Zombie Raja.
No, Zombie Raja is
His
probably
eyes
not.
are probably got that milky look, like Hollywood cliche milky look over them of the kind of zombie look. He's snapping his teeth. His skin is mottled and fucked anyway. Like it's only been like 9 or so hours since he actually died, but he did die to this like very necrotic, very cold, arcane spell, and he was fucking hit by loads of it as well. So his skin on his chest and up and probably up covering half his face, his hair, his clothes would be very like tattered and burnt and blackened, almost like a burn across the top of him. So he doesn't look good, even though he doesn't have that like decayed zombie look that you would come to expect. So he looks horrific is what I'm trying to tell you. snaps his jaws and looks around. But in general, I guess he doesn't do anything unless you command him to. He probably just sits there.
Yeah, he was the one I disguised kidded too, so he looks.
Oh, yeah, he's beautiful.
He looks fucking awful. Probably. I'm trying to just make him seem as lifelike as possible because I don't want him to die
Yeah,
yet.
even over his cracked and mottled skin, he has this like layer of makeup to sort of vaguely. But
And my fancy clothes, my spare fancy clothes.
But it was like a 10 roll, so it isn't like 10 out of 10 makeup here. He just probably looks like it or something. Like, he's got all that cracked effect to his skin. And it's just like someone's thrown paint over him. He probably looks quite fake. You know, he probably looks like a bad Hollywood zombie.
We're in really good lighting though, as in no lighting. So he.
Yeah,
I guess
true.
would
You have
we
a couple
wake
of
up
torches.
at this point, or
Yeah.
Almost definitely. I would imagine,
Yeah.
like, if you're not already awake, again, you don't technically have to sleep on a long rest. You just have to not do anything arduous. So if you guys are not already awake, then probably the snapping and sudden shuffle of Raj's body suddenly making a lot of noise, not like loads, but enough to. He probably slams out a hand, it hits the wall, and a couple of rocks crumble down as the rest of you awaken to see Raja is awake as well.
Carlos is just gonna immediately jump up, gun red, like aim.
No.
what?
He's okay. I fixed him.
Auden,
What do you?
Auden,
What
what
do
the
you-
Hell have you done here?
It's okay. Raja's back.
I'm
Auden,
just gonna hug Raja.
Yeah, Vasilius is just gonna walk up to him and kind of reach up and poke him in the chest. Huh. If only Mom could see you now.
How the hell? What have you done?
Nothing. I fixed him.
Fixed him.
Is it really Raja? Raja,
Raja.
is that
Raja,
you?
speak.
That's not Raja. That's an abomination.
Auden,
No.
this is fucking sick.
No.
No,
You violated him.
You turned the zombie hunter into a zombie.
It's
Kind of
just
ironic
until
if you ask me.
it's just until we get him back. Then we'll fix him fully. This is as good as I can do right now.
Why are you all so obsessed with bringing this one back anyway?
He's our friend. He would have done the same for me.
I'm not sure he would.
Okay.
Not
well,
like this.
probably not. Well,
Anyway.
You've
let's think of it as a new horse. You take it for a ride for a little while, and then
You are
we'll.
not riding Raja.
Auden, he's
No,
not-
it's okay. Well, we'll discuss that later. But for right now, he's gonna walk with us. Raja, walk. See?
Raja gets up. It's a struggle. He like drags his arm up the wall, the rocks and the debris falling down and just gouging bits of his flesh as he stands up. And it starts to just walk. If you pointed in a direction, then I'm sure it would head that way. Just
See?
starts walking along. It's pretty.
You better tell him to stop and make sure it doesn't go too far.
Raja, don't go too far. Stop. All right, we'll work on it. It's like having the new horse. It's a new experience. You learn it. We're fine. He'll get back to town. We'll only be here for a little while, and we'll revive him fully. It's
He walks into town, he's going to be killed by the guard.
Auden,
Okay,
Auden,
well, at least he can walk.
this is
You should have
fucking
just
disgusting.
adopted a cat.
He's
You've
but he doesn't have
desecrated him.
I.
What's wrong with his right arm?
Oh,
Why does it
it's
look like skeletal bones?
it's fine. It's fine. He's a fixer upper. Okay, just don't worry about it. We'll fix him.
At any rate, you have your pet. I have mine. And Vasilius is gonna draw a circle on the ground, and then just with his index finger, he's making a variety of shapes that are spelling out words in Infernal. So I don't know if anyone else in the party can read them, but I'm gonna take an hour to do the Find Familiar ritual.
I mean, he's got to spend an hour doing that. Is anyone doing anything else pressing in that time?
I'm gonna Carlias, the word.
Yeah. Well,
I'm gonna take him a little bit away. Is Auden okay?
huh?
Is
I mean,
Yes.
I really don't know at this point.
he's defiled him.
Yeah. I mean,
Cleric.
it does help not having to carry him, but
I don't care about carrying him. I mean,
I know it's a violation.
he was a friend, and now he's a walking bag.
We can get him back. I'm sure someone out there can revive him, bring him back.
That's not what I'm worried about, though. I'm worried about Auden. He's
Arden, I don't know. Something happened in Sin River.
if he snaps.
You remember he felt a bit off when we left
Yeah.
the
No,
weaponsmith?
I remember. If he snaps, we have to take him out. I mean, I don't mean kill him. I mean restrain him, whatever have you. until
I've
we can-
already killed one member of the party. I don't
Okay.
want the whole team turning against me.
Well, we can tie him up if things go poor.
Restrain him, take him to an asylum, whatever the case may be. But
Just saying.
he's been there from the start, and it's
Mm.
going to be a hard one.
I like him. I do. But if he's a danger to all of us, then caves are big.
And heavy. You want to try dragging the cage around?
Caves.
Okay, sorry.
They're big, and sometimes people get lost.
Well, hopefully no one does.
Hopefully they won't have to.
What's down here anyway? Ever been here?
Fuck no. I'm a
From
city
large
boy.
spiders and
I got
well, that's
eaten
about it that I know.
by a spider, and that's it. In the Crimson City, spiders are this big, not this big. So I'm a little bit out of my element right now.
I wonder if Basilius knows. What's he doing? Can I look over and just kind of evaluate what he's
What
doing?
does it
He's-
look like?
he's
Like
just-
both of our heads are like around the corner.
So if for about the first 25 minutes of the spell, he was very carefully and meticulously drawing this circle on the ground. And actually, there's probably no... We're close enough to the entrance. There'd be dirt in here. He's drawing it in the dirt and very carefully setting up this pattern. And then once he's been done with that, for the past 20 minutes, he's just sitting there with both his hands over it. And he's just kind of doing this, which he's currently in the middle of.
It's meditating. Could be. He's summoning Raja from the other side and putting him in the zombie body.
Oh, I don't want to see that. That would be really bad.
I am bringing us extra help.
You're bringing Raja.
No.
What are you doing?
Brad, were you making the familiar separately, or did you want me to make his name and personality, etc.?
Oh yeah, you don't get any control over who you get.
Okay.
The Dark One will provide you with a familiar. Fear not, my child. You've chosen an imp, which means this thing is on its way to you.
Okay.
Fuck.
It would be. I want to say it's one that I've summoned before.
But is it though? When did you get this spell?
Is it? I actually would have started with it. I've just never used the spell.
Okay. Then yes, you know that you are summoning Cran, the
Okay.
imp, little shitty little imp. He definitely hates you. He's always very reluctant but obeys orders.
Okay.
Refers to himself as a servant of the Dark One. But yeah, he's definitely annoying and a handful, and he hates you.
So
Just let me reiterate, he hates you.
So when you ask what he's summoning, someone reliable if irritating.
Let me give
That's all he says.
We're absolutely fucked. We're not
That
making it out
sounds
of here.
promising. Well,
Listen,
one undead and whatever the hell he's summoning. Seems we're getting a couple of new members.
Just
Well,
goes
we
tits
don't
up.
need new ones. We just need Raja. That's not Raja.
This is like a totally private conversation, guys. We're like around
Oh,
the
you
corner.
guys are not
Yeah,
close.
we're like around the corner.
What is Lash doing?
She's probably looking from Vasilius to Raja, back and forth, like, okay, that's not Raja, and what is this new dude doing? Like, what the heck? Probably not much is the answer. Just
I'd
looking
probably
back and
like
forth.
motion for Lash to come over.
Yeah.
We might have to kill Auden at some
Oops.
point.
Sorry.
Oh, hold on. Don't shoot your gun before you
I'm not-
find out the
I'm just
information.
saying,
Kill-
Auden's.
What?
I mean, you've
Oh,
seen
he's-
what he did to Raja.
Yeah, well, he's different. Did you guys
He's-
notice
Yeah.
something happened to him? And
There's something snapped.
Brad, I could tell he's a zombie, right?
Oh yeah, 100%. Everyone.
Like, is it like I could probably tell he's reanimated the corpse?
I mean, unless give me an investigation check because he does have the disguise kit. But you'd have to roll 1 to fuck it up. Yeah, no, 100%.
I mean, he basically just made it so that Raja can walk, right?
It's Raj's
Yes,
body. It's not his soul.
Yeah.
It's.
But I mean,
I can
that
only
way
imagine
we don't
Arden and his magic.
have to
Plus, he's
carry him.
disguised. So.
I mean, yes, so
there's
the
that.
burden of carrying him isn't there, but he's taken his flesh and bones. He's made a mockery. He's defiled him.
Oh.
And this is someone that we cared about, and I care about Arden, but what happens if
Hold on, we have
one
a
of us
lot.
goes down?
We have a lot to figure out.
Right.
I mean, for starters, we all
Raja's
have a
fucking
dragon on our
gone.
ass. Secondly,
He's
I got
dead.
some work to do up north. Ash, you still have your bounty to get rid of.
Yeah. I have an idea for that.
But I mean,
Are you
Raja's-
still wanting to change body?
Yeah, I'm gonna change the way I look. And then nobody's gonna know, cause I definitely can't go. Definitely can't go into the city like
Wasn't the
this.
wizard
then-
back in Sin River?
Yeah.
But he wasn't home.
Yeah, but he's going home.
Maybe
Hmm,
the wizard that can raise Raja can help me.
perhaps. If not, in Crimson City, there's plenty of trades and professions. But I mean, you would lose your sparkly feathers.
Hmm.
Do you really want to lose those?
Well, if it means that I'm out of trouble,
I mean, we can
maybe
just-
my hair would sparkle.
hopefully.
I would have
Hold on a
hair.
minute. Flash, do you still have that one feather? Magic feather?
Yeah.
What
Cool.
feather?
Don't suppose I could probably check it out?
Sure. Here you go.
Send it over.
Or Qual's feather token.
Would I know
False
how
feather
to
token.
use it?
I
I vaguely remember what it does. It's the
Yeah.
Isn't that like a
For
whip or
the-
something?
yeah.
Yeah, let me just.
But the one thing is, did it break after you used it or something? Wasn't there something that
think
really?
so.
It's one
Yeah.
use. That's why we were like, oh, it's bullshit. Yeah.
yeah.
One use.
Oh well.
I'll,
sell it.
Where did I put it? Is it in your character sheet? Because I can just.
It's in the inventory, but I'm not sure if we have the description.
If you there
anywhere.
should be like a tiny little eye if you mouse over it on the bottom right. If you click that,
Oh.
it should have the description.
Let's see if I can. I guess we've lost it, have we?
Okay,
Forever.
Qual's feather token. I'm hitting the eye on it.
No, I don't think. What I'm looking for. Normally, I would have given you the full info, which is why I'm just going to click on your bio here in one second.
Sure.
I normally
Let's-
throw it in here somewhere, but I don't know where. Because once I throw shit into your character sheets, I never go in there again or care about it. Hang on. I'll just fucking grab it again. Sorry.
While you're
I don't
doing
know why
that,
it's not
just
there.
Flash. I mean, I know you have the bounty, but you have us. We can protect you. Do you really
But-
want to get rid of your entire identity to?
I put you all in danger every time we go somewhere, and there are no other Kenku.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't
None.
know that?
Oh, there's
No,
no other Kenku
there are no
in
other
such a
Kenku.
large number.
in the entire world? No, life finds a way.
Not in Dustvale, anyway.
Not anymore.
And what if they come from other regions?
Oh, of
You know.
course. There's
Well, they might,
probably
but
one
by
or
that
two,
time,
but
I might have gotten one of you killed.
I nearly got all of you killed. I don't think a bounty is going to be any equivalent to a dragon.
I'm just saying, don't sacrifice yourself to be someone that you're not.
But what if I'll be pretty?
You already are pretty.
I think you just see like shock on Lash's face, like no one has ever called Lash pretty. So it's just like,
I'm just going to look at this feather. I'll leave you two alone. I won't go.
That's what. Where are you going? Why? What?
Nope, you enjoy. I got this.
Oh.
feather to get.
I'm not. See, it's because he's gay, right? He can't be around women.
He is? He is.
Yeah. He fucked a man.
Oh, he did.
Yeah.
And, oh, yeah.
A lot more to that story than you think, so
Hey, you
hold
fucked
your
a
horses.
man. Makes you gay.
I've fucked many things in my life for many reasons.
All right, Casanova.
Yeah. Arden looks back a little like, what now? Guy looks back to Raja.
Dragonborn.
They're weird.
I love how while he's listing off all the I just love how all of Connor's characters end up accidentally gay.
Listen, Jay, you closed-minded monster. We don't get to pick.
Listen,
okay?
2 of my characters have been gay, so
just accidentally gay. It happens.
right. So
What are you doing, Carlos, with the feather, by the way?
I wanted to figure out how to use it to activate it, because from memory, I want to say it turns into the whip.
I think
a
one of
permanent
you
whip?
fucking looked at it and worked it out anyway, so we can assume that you guys know what you're doing with it, even if in passing you described like, oh, this is what it does, just at some point. So I feel like you guys have generally this information. Obviously, you've got a pretty good idea of what it does.
Is it a permanent? Like, once you use the feather, you just have the whip, or?
You can use an action to blah 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 blah. Throw the token to a point. The token disappears, and a floating whip takes its place. You can then use a bonus action to make a melee spell attack against the creature. As a bonus action, you can direct it. The whip disappears after 1 hour when you use an action to disappear when you're incapacitated. So you whoever it was that knew the information knows that this is like one of those things that you, whoosh, and then it,
Yeah.
So you know that it's
Just a one-use only thing.
yeah. Yeah, you're aware.
Gonna pocket it away. Actually, he'll probably put it on his hat. Like,
All right, yeah.
tie it down to the hat.
Yeah, I'll add it to your character sheet as well, just in case. Carolias. Okay, cool. Yeah. Continue. I feel like I interrupted. You were gonna speak, Jay. Sorry.
oh no, I was just so Lash. Just remember, you're Lash, regardless of whatever body you're in. Your past will always follow you. It doesn't change with a new body. Just make sure you don't become something that you'll regret. Because
Okay.
Kenkus are in short supply. We can't find
Yeah.
another one.
No, not maybe any other ones.
Plus, maybe one day we can make you fly.
We maybe can.
Yeah. And
I mean, I can be invisible with this. Maybe we can. Maybe I can fly. One day. But
Matt,
for
give me
now,
give me a
we
dex save.
I could totally have just learned fly, and I figured it wouldn't come in handy in a cave system. I could have just like fly at will.
oh,
Well, the rings that you have all jangle, and they're about to drop. And as they're about to drop, you just catch them all.
whoa.
You still
Whoa.
have all of the rings of resistance, Thanos.
This is not a good place to. We should probably get
probably.
going. I mean, Raja, that
Right.
thing can walk now, and Yeah, maybe.
Listen, Lash. Between you and me, if Arden goes tits up and this dwarf tiefling goes fucking crazy, we can stealth out of here, you and I.
Oh, yeah, you can?
Yes. Yes.
Oh,
I can go invisible too.
okay. It's a deal then.
Right. Perfect.
Is my ritual done yet? Or I'm still.
Yeah, I've
Yeah.
walked over to Vasilius. I'm just waiting for whatever's gonna appear.
Yeah, after about an hour or so, you guys maybe have begun to pack up your things, prepared to actually head on out out under into the Underdust, which is what I almost called it. If there wasn't a greater world beyond Dustvale.
I mean, it might as well be called the Underdust.
Yeah, pretty much.
It's still very sandy down there. I am gonna.
Super okay with
it
this.
does have its own flair.
Just sandstorms.
There are horrible sand things. There's a lot more sand down there than there might be in the more traditional areas of the Underdark. I don't know whether Underdark, under the desert, has its own sand, but one thing that is under the Underdark is a horrific abyssal plain. Now, in front of you, Vasilius, the ritual completes. The glyph that you've drawn on the ground suddenly lights a deep red, then turns into a kind of black shade, and then the whole thing disappears, and the ground in front of you almost seems to sort of disappear before your eyes, and then something begins to sort of rise up out of it. This hole kind of opens up in the ground, and then this sort of shape begins to form in front of you, almost bursting up out of the ground. You see this kind of clenched fist. It's made entirely of shadow, just a dark fist-like shape that opens up in front of you like this. As it opens, there is something curled up inside of it, like a creature, a small, very tiny little imp. A red, leathery set of wings kind of open up, and these two just full yellow eyes look up towards you. This little yellow eyed, red-skinned, leathery imp creature with long fingers, long toes, but in general looks like a little man with little tiny horns, like a little devil, looks up at you. It reaches down behind it and pulls out this cigar-shaped thing, puts it in its mouth, clicks its fingers, and the end ignites, and it looks up and says, "Who summons me?"
I'm just pointing to Vasilius.
I, once again, Vasilius, require your assistance, Cran.
It makes these circles, and then they turn into strange shapes. One of them forms into a sort of humanoid shape. It makes a very large demon shape of itself in front of the human shape. And then you see this smoke whiffed up towards your face. The huge version of Cran eats the small version of Vasilius, and he says, "No."
You know full well it's within the contract.
What do you want?
Eyes and ears. Two things you're very good at.
No.
I'd also
I'm
love
gonna help you.
I'd also love a competent familiar who isn't a little pile of garbage, but we can't all get what we want. Now let's go.
You know what you are? You're a goddamn abomination, you tiefling. You're a wreck. Look at you. What's your DNA? Is it human? Is it a demon? Pick your side, boy. You disgust me to look at. The hand slowly lowers down into the ground and disappears, leaving Cran, the imp, on the ground. It puts its oversized kind of cigar out in the sand, puts it behind it into nowhere. There's nothing behind it. It doesn't have a bag or a pocket, and then brings its hand back out, and the cigar seems to have disappeared. It says, "I'll do it under one condition.
I'm listening.
I get to sit on your shoulder.
If you leave anything behind on my shoulder, I'm going to make you eat it.
That's fair dinkums. I don't like flying. It jumps up in front of you, and its little sharp claws, kind of not too hard, but like being just little needles, dig into your skin as it scurries up your front and jumps and sits onto your shoulder. It curls its wings in, says, "I don't like walking. I don't like flying. Where are we going?"
Down into the dark. Figured your eyes would be good for this. And then telepathically also to it. Also, these people with me, they've been whispering off in the corner a lot. When you get the chance to vanish, do it and hover near that one. And kind of gesturing towards Strings. Hover around near that one and listen in. He's up to something.
Oh, you got it. He's even uglier than you.
At least on that we can agree.
Sure. So, Cran sits on your shoulder. Pretty much, you can just order him about to do whatever. Does have a token. You should have access to him as well. This is how Cran looks for everyone in the world. Look at him.
You're covering his face
Can't see him.
with the dynamic lighting.
Oh, really? Oh, okay. Hang on. I'll see if I can stretch him out. I forget that you guys aren't
There you go. Yeah, that works.
able to
Damn.
see. Little imp. That's what an imp looks like. So he'll be on your shoulder in terms of whatever you can order him around, and he'll generally probably call you a butthole and do it. All right. So you guys pretty much pack up your things. Vasilius now has Cran sitting on his shoulder. This little red, impish creature. For the most part, I don't imagine that any of you would have seen anything like it. But it's not too hard to work out what it is. It looks like an evil sprite, which you've probably heard stories about. I don't think any of you have really traveled too far out into the sands. Maybe Raja might have seen a sprite once, a desert sprite, but I can't imagine that any of you would have done. But you would definitely have heard stories of imps and horrible creatures. This thing was summoned here, conjured here, or something. It definitely arrived in a terrible fashion with this strange dark arcane hand delivering it to Vasilius. But it sits on his shoulder and for all intents and purposes just looks like a small creature, like a parrot or something like that. It doesn't immediately come after you. But it would definitely be interesting to see. Arden, you have also got your own pet of sorts for the next 24 hours until it turns on you in the form of zombie Raja. Just kind of, I mean, you don't until you say otherwise. We'll assume that you're just sort of ordering it to just keep pace with you.
Yeah.
Standing about, wandering around. Zombie Raja could probably carry his own pack, so you could probably just like set him up like a pack mule for now.
He'll just have his normal stuff. I'm gonna treat him as if nothing's different. Just go about doing my normal thing.
You'd tie his tulwar to his back or something, and just tie all his
he'll
stuff
rig it up
to
a little
him.
bit.
He's just kind of walking along with this tulwar every now and then, scraping along one wall.
Yeah. I'll keep him from
The
scraping against walls.
The tulwar doesn't have like a full sheath because of the shape of it. It wouldn't fit like a regular sword. But he's got like a large loop, like a giant leather loop in his belt that it sits in. So it's not like it needs to be carried.
Just make sure he's not losing body parts or something, scraping into stuff.
Right.
Carlias and Lash dexterously look onwards into the cave. Strings, give me a perception check.
Deception or perception?
Perception. Unless you want to lie about something, in which case you're free to
No,
try.
I thought I heard deception. So
Cool. Yeah, everything seems cool. You're good. This little demon is absolutely not looking at you out of the corner of its eye every now and then, just lingering on you for a little bit longer than the others. No, you don't. You definitely don't think that that's happening. Yep.
I'm gonna. Does anybody else? How are we doing on lighting? March order or anything like that? Because I can be behind you guys a little bit, and I can either use how many lanterns do we get? I have the light cantrip, so I can keep casting that on myself if need be.
yeah, I'm
see.
probably just gonna light the lantern and walk forward on my own.
Yeah, I have
like
a
take the
hooded lantern.
front. So
Okay. I'll be in the back a little bit more, and I can just cast light if you guys want the lanterns.
I would
You
give
can put a little lantern on, Raja.
I would give the hooded lantern to Carlias, not to Lash.
I can see all in the dark.
No, I would
Meanwhile-
give it to
meanwhile-
Vesalius.
The character who has complete perfect vision in utter darkness and can turn himself invisible is going to refuse to take point because he's a selfish douche. He's just like, I'll lead the way.
Oh no, I'm surprised he hasn't left already. Considering, just like, oh fuck.
Right, we should
these
get going.
people.
We don't have a lot of time, and the further away from the dragon we are, the better, right?
Yeah.
Agreed.
Hmm.
Let's get
go.
moving.
Light the lanterns, keep them dim. We fuck off.
So you guys start heading further into the cave.
Yeah.
Feel free to move your tokens.
I can't. I don't have access to the crown token.
Oh.
Yeah, or me to zombie Raja.
You should do. Let me give you more. Bup.
Oh, you guys were over here the whole time. That's
There
where you were.
go.
Hello.
Hello.
Oh, wait. Yeah. What have you? Do you have Pet Pal in Divinity? By the way.
Yeah, dude, it's so fucking
Okay.
funny.
You have
One
to
of the
have
cats
Pet Pal.
starts talking like that and says "pulpit" and stuff like that. I was like, "Oh, that's great."
Aw.
Should I have control now?
Ooh, Cran looks cool. He does look
Um,
like he's going to like eat your bone marrow in the night, though.
He fucking
Yeah.
would love to. That much I can guarantee.
Like
you.
everybody's or just Fairlights?
Oh, see then.
Everybody.
This
mostly.
here one of them there skeletons.
Yeah, give me an investigation check as you find a partially covered, sand-covered skeleton.
It's a skeleton. Nothing more to it.
It's a skeleton, nothing more to it. Cronus, that is not your name. It is Carlias. It's just Cronus in the feed.
Well, we're all technically Carlias if it's still the same day. So
Well,
technically I guess today is going to be new days like chat put out because now there's no daytime or nighttime Underdark.
that's true. Give me a hotness check or whatever it is that you do.
Oh, he's been crying a lot all night.
Aw.
Okay, he's fine. He's not stressed at least.
As Carlias and Strings pass this just body, it looks like it's been. I mean, I guess Strings, you at least
Yeah, I would just kinda-
recognize that it's little more than bones now.
Hmm.
There is not even a little strip of flesh left on him. He's probably been there for some time. Although it definitely looks like to you, Carlias, that the flesh was stripped off of the bone at one point. There's lots of scratch marks from mandibles, probably from these spiders. You're able to see that this person was probably in the same way as Strings was previously paralyzed and then eaten by the spiders, probably alive. Although it does have like tattered bits of clothes about, there is no pack, but there is a small mound of sand beyond its bones that you dust away briefly, and you find a very small pouch which contains 13 silver pieces, 30 gold pieces, and then a potion.
Can I tell what the potion is?
Give me another investigation check.
I think I would just like tell him to pass it over to Lash, the gold that is. She's now our banker, I guess.
Yes.
And every
I-
single
I
time I,
just
get
put that in
gold, I
my-
bite it.
I just put that in my
God.
pocket.
Not too sure what the potion is. The substance inside seems to be like super carbonated, and it's like it's a light
pop.
blue to it. But it looks like like a
very-
ramune or something, like one of those clear, slightly blue tinged, very carbonated, like lots and lots of bubbles inside.
What is
this
that?
potion.
Is that ale? Is it wine? Can we drink it?
Can't tell, but
Let me take a look.
Let me
Give me
drink
an
it.
investigation
show him
check.
the bottle.
I'll do an investigation check, but I'm also going to use my guidance cantrip on myself first.
Sure. Is everyone looking this thing over?
Yeah, I think so.
All right, you can have advantage then. As everybody peers in, looks around.
So I have a
Um,
21.
Vasilius, this is absolutely a potion of force resistance, which will give you, pretty obviously, resistance to force damage for 1 hour. Carlias or whoever's keeping it.
Yeah, as soon as he holds it up, That's force resistance, which I recognize because my primary method of defending myself is using force. But there's not many beings which make use of that, so I don't know how that will ever come in useful.
Is it alcoholic? Can you drink it?
No, it's
I'm
not.
not drinking it
Not
just yet.
wine? I want to get you drunk?
Not getting drunk.
What's the
No.
fucking point of it then?
You saw me drink like 2 kegs of ale.
I still think that I could drink you under the table.
That sounds sexual.
You're not drinking anything from me, so
Probably would. The last time I got drunk, apparently I made out with a chair, right, Ash?
Yeah.
No,
It was.
cat. Not like this.
It was a nice chair.
Yes.
What have I gotten into?
at least I do things that have a pulse.
Not sure. You just summoned a demon, so it's quite an interesting turn this party's made.
Is this the hole that leads down? I'm poking around this hole up here.
No, that's not a hole. That's just
Oh.
a fucking thing on the ground of rocks.
Right, I think it's this way.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
can
see
just
shit.
wander through. As you guys
I'm in front.
progress
Fuck off.
through the cave, there's lots of cobwebs, lots of spider webs,
Oh, shit.
but ultimately nothing else of particular note. Just a very dark cavern. As you get further and further in, the sounds of the very sort of vague ambient sounds of Sin River disappear from behind you and from the entranceway, and it becomes a lot more quiet. The stale air in the deeper end of the cave reveals nothing, and then there is a hole, a much larger hole than appears here. It
Found it.
looks at the top, it looks man-made, but even with the small torchlight as you shine it over the top, or the lantern light, you can see that immediately below it's just an endless looking tunnel that leads all the way down, very far below you. This ladder is very old and rickety looking, though it is sort of bolted into the side of the rock.
Is it a vertical tunnel or?
Straight up, super vertical tunnel, ladder just all the way down. It doesn't seem to open up, but it may do further down.
I don't trust this. This ladder.
Gentlemen and bird,
This is your ladder?
this is your entrance.
Did you make this, or was this here before?
This has been here for
Forever.
longer than anyone that I know. It's
Right.
not
Wow.
entirely certain whether it was built by surface dwellers or one of the things that lives down there.
Okay, well,
I'm the lightest. Maybe I should go first.
Have that thing go first. He points at Raja.
no, is there a rock, like, nearby, Brad, that I can tie off to and anchor off to? Okay, we're gonna go down one by one, obviously, and I'm gonna go to each of them and, and tie the rope off to them. And this way, if we fall off the ladder, then we're anchored.
Good idea.
So I don't know if I want to drop however many feet so quickly after waking up.
If there's like a loose chunk of gravel, pebble, rock, or anything nearby, I just want to take it and just like toss it over the edge and then listen to see how long it takes before the sound impacts.
Sure, give me a perception check. You like throw the rock, and there is no sound. It just goes and goes and goes and goes. Seemingly, either you don't
Forever.
hear it, or it's just endless. It just goes down into nothingness.
That's a long way down.
There's no.
I'm gonna tie the lantern to the end of the rope, and slowly kind of lower it down, and then start climbing down with it.
Sure. And yeah, you do so again. You begin this descent. The ladder doesn't shake, but does creak as you start to descend with the rope, with the lantern ahead of you. All it does is continue to light this seemingly endless tunnel down ahead of you as you climb down. I don't know how long that rope is, 50 feet?
I bought 250 feet on top of our already existing 200 from each of us. So.
And that's attached to a rock and not to you.
Yeah, the one that I have is a 50-foot on the lantern, right? And then there's 250 feet that's attached to the rock and us.
Okay.
So.
Yeah, I mean, you climb down. Keep climbing, keep going. Anybody that's watching him go without following him in will just see that he continues to descend. The light, this is the narrow sort of circular tunnel for you, Strings, stopped being quite so. It's not cut stone or anything like that, but it looks more like somebody's made an effort at the top for maybe the first 50 feet, and then it just turns into just cavern. Basically, you're just in this very tight hole. Above you there's maybe the flicker of the lights from the others, maybe a peering face as like a beak looks down at you from Lash. Below you there's just a continue of a ladder on one side of you, and then this just hole that goes down. It's like those guys that go mountaineering or
like
whatever
spelunking.
Spelunking.
Oh, God.
Yeah, you're starting to do that. The cave, the sort of hole around you does change in width as you descend, but it's nothing that's like super tight necessarily. You wouldn't really be able to transport anything up and down here. It wouldn't be Vasilius. You would not use this ideally to smuggle things into Sin River. This is some other hole for some other reason.
Message Lash like as I get to probably the required range, just at it, and so far so good. Should probably come down now.
Oh. Okay. String said it's good. Let's go. I'm gonna go. And I just start climbing down.
So much telepathy in this group.
I know, it's awesome.
we don't ever even talk to each other.
Yeah,
it's just,
No.
Could be fucking useful in the Underdark.
No.
Okay, so each of you just starts ascending, descending.
Yeah.
Yep.
Tablestory Ascendance is available on
Hey!
YouTube. You can watch
Woo!
the entirety.
The next chapter is Descendants.
Yeah.
Tablestory, and now we start. Yeah, this is Tablestory.
Considering the way
Descendants.
this is going, this is definitely Descendants.
This is Descendants. As you, as each of you starts to descend, this tunnel seems to go endlessly below you. In the very, very faint distance, somebody whistles the Snake Eater theme as you descend down into the Underdark True. And there's a good chance to go to another break.
Snake Eater. We'll be back at 3 to 5,
Exactly
everyone.
like
Thanks for watching. I can't find my mouse. Thanks for watch. Bye.
Turkey sticks.
Yo, welcome back to
It unmuted to turkey sticks.
Correct. Turkey sticks. Before
Sponsor.
you is a land of nothing more than turkey sticks. No, unfortunately, that is not the case. Before you is little more than a ridiculous climb down. You guys climb and climb and climb and climb, or descend and descend and descend and descend, I guess, would be the better way to describe it, as you guys climb down this ladder one after the other. It gets tight in places, and you is anybody particularly wide? I think Vasilius is, right?
Vasilius is pretty.
He's thick.
I'm broad.
Thick. Oh, he was
but
super thick. And
thick.
you're broad, plus the armor. You got a breastplate on, which is probably relatively difficult to constrict into the very tight places. Anybody using this would have to be like a child or extremely lithe to get through it. There's probably points where strings, your breastplate is like crunching as you could probably like just let go of the ladder at points and just be stuck there wiggling in place as you sort of force yourself through the more tighter holes here in the this ladder. You climb endlessly. Seems like probably after a while your legs and arms might begin to ache. Anybody whose strength stat isn't particularly high, climbing down ever more, eventually strings the lantern that you have below you. Probably for a moment your eyes don't really understand what you're looking at, as the lower circle of light, which has just been a almost perfect sphere all the way down, suddenly just opens up. You still don't see the bottom, but the ladder turns into just a rope that seems to hang from a small set of bolts that are in the wall. Again, this is like something man-made, but this ladder just ends, and then below you is just an open blackness. The light, even 50 feet below you, as you get all the way to the bottom of it, you can feel this cold, not necessarily air, but like vacuum of space below you. And again, you're from a very hot plane. This is like the middle of the night coldness. Instantly you feel this chill from this, what you assume to be an enormous cavern below you. What do you want to do?
Yeah, I'm gonna send it up the line. There's a rope here at the end. Be careful. Watch your step.
Oh, there's a rope. He said, "Watch our step."
We're going to step on a rope.
Wait, is he doing that thing again, talking in the head?
Uh-huh. It's pretty cool.
If Carl
Tell him
Ice
that-
is asking if I'm doing that thing, tell him yes.
He said he's definitely doing that thing.
Tell him don't do that to me.
But I like it.
Just tell him don't do it to me, because that
Tell-
hurt the last time.
Telepathically to Carlias, don't do what thing.
All right, now this is just too much. I can't.
Hey, Carl
Like, you're all in
Ice,
my head.
make sure to watch your
No,
step down.
no, there's someone on the line. There's someone on the line. Shut up.
Your whole
All
music
right.
is terrible.
Just looking at Raja as I'm
trying
watching
to,
this.
like, close my eyes, look in my mind to see how to block
Weirdos.
caller ID.
Can you? It's a weird one, isn't it? Actually, 'cause that
No,
would be
message
really-
is totally involuntary. They don't get to choose. I don't think.
Oh my god.
So you're pretty much one of those spam callers, like, "Hey, we
Yeah.
heard you were hit by a car."
I'm
Except you
American
cannot.
Express calling me on a daily fucking basis. Yeah.
I don't even need the message cantrip anymore, because as a warlock, I get inherent telepathy from my patron thing anyway.
Oh God. I'm gonna start going down the rope.
Okay. You begin sort of like as you step onto the rope, it doesn't just swing out wildly below you. It stays relatively still, suggesting it's tethered at the bottom.
Okay.
Your lantern though does now, because that's just hanging off a view below you, yeah?
Oh yeah.
That's starting to like hit the rope below you, and like swing out wildly. It doesn't reveal anything nearby. It doesn't shine any illumination.
I'm gonna stop for a moment and then let it unfurl and just let it keep going until it touches the bottom. Is 50 feet
How
of
long
rope
is
enough?
50 feet is not enough.
I'm gonna shimmy down a little bit more, 10 feet.
How much does it light below it? 30 feet?
I think a lantern is 10 feet, isn't it? Hold on.
All right. Well, if it's not, it's still.
It might
okay,
be. It might be 30 feet.
It's
hold on.
probably worth knowing, but it still doesn't light up anything for the
Vision
record.
and light. There's got to be something about like lanterns or some shit. How far away can you see light? Torches and the light spell provide bright light for at least 20 feet, and then dim light for another 20 feet.
Yep.
So.
I'm back a ways though, so my light spell's probably not helping you guys.
Yeah. So I guess it would be like 20 and then like 20 quote unquote disadvantage.
Yeah, I think that's how it works here.
Yeah. Then it reveals nothing, even at its full.
Back up again. It's a long way down. Watch out. And I guess I'm gonna pull it up, turn it off, and then go down.
All right. Give me an athletics check.
Fuck my dick. I'm dead, guys. I'm fucking dead. Don't tell me if this
Bobby,
fails
the
yet or not, okay? 'Cause
back
I'm gonna
up
inspire myself
forward.
if this fucks up.
It's a
Hold on.
struggle.
Okay. All right.
No.
All right.
You're all right. It's a struggle for you on this rope. Probably under the weight of your pack, which is now very full.
Yeah.
As well as your shield, your weapons, your armor. Maneuvering down a very thin but sturdy, thick hempen rope. It does have every now and then, maybe every 10 feet, like a knot in it. So you do actually have something that you can hold on to a little, but it still requires a lot of like strength and just endurance to navigate down this thing. After almost exactly 100 feet, your feet touch ground. So you don't have dark vision and you don't have your lamp anymore.
No, I pulled it back up to me and turned it off and kept it.
What do you mean turned it off?
It's a hooded lantern. I can
Close it.
hood it.
Yeah, so
And
there's
then-
no light. You've got no light.
Yeah, no, I'll just open it back up.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So once
Yeah.
you get to the last knot in the rope, and then suddenly the crunch of some rock below you. Everybody else, I presume you one by one will be moving your way down the rope as well. Give me your athletics checks for the rope.
Uh-oh.
I'll probably be going last with Zombie Raja.
Here.
Can I use acrobatics?
It's athletics. You can't. No, acrobatics is unfortunately.
You could flip down the rope.
Holy. Oh, wait. I can cast guidance on myself first.
We're tethered. We're fucking tethered.
Oh, yeah,
For
that's
fucking
right.
reason.
Well, you're tethered 250 feet above you, and that rope actually ran out a long time ago. By the way.
Oh dear.
Oh shit.
What did you do about that? Just to rewind and
Yeah, I feel like at some point, like I don't know if you can you tie a note to or a rope to tug and get it to pull or no?
I mean, I have 50 feet of rope
don't
as
know.
well. I
I've seen
don't
Bear
know how
Grylls
many
do
other
it.
people do, but I might. You
seen
probably would
Bear
have said like,
Yeah.
more rope, and I would have been like, here's my.
I've seen Bear Grylls do it, so why don't Strings? You give me a survival check to see
Okay.
where on the Bear Grylls scale you.
Where on the Bear Grylls scale?
If you beat a 10, you
I'm
can
going
should-
to inspire
I-
myself by pissing and then.
Yep. Yeah.
Hold on.
Yeah. You
20.
do whatever the fuck it was that Bear Grylls did in that weird episode that I saw where he fucking because he ties shit to fucking weird shit all the time and
Yeah.
climbs off of stuff and it's insanity. But yeah, you're pretty good at ropes. Maybe you did that fucking like SWAT team entrance into something once and murdered another entire race of
Oh
fucking
my god.
creatures as you know how
Wow.
to abseil basically.
Okay,
You've
yeah.
learned all these techniques in your army soldiery training. So yeah, I would imagine once you got to the 250 feet portion,
Pull it, tie it off to
the-
something else, the ladder or whatever have you.
Yeah, if you want to do that all the way down,
Yeah.
then
That's
yeah,
okay.
you've been doing that thing, whatever it's called. I can't remember what it's called, but you do the thing where you just ba-da. So as you guys start to descend
Relaying.
down the rope,
Or below.
so Arden, you went last, yeah.
Yeah.
Everyone else falls at one point or another as they're going down this thing. Carlias first starts to follow you down Strings, probably gives you a bit of a head start just to let you get ahead to find out what's going on, to message back up. Maybe at some point you send a message up to send Carlias down. He starts his descent down this rope. There's a point where suddenly Carlias, you lose your footing and you go. You just lose all sense of semblance in the darkness. Even with the dark vision, you don't see anything. Maybe you have a torch, but you probably don't, trying to descend down this thing. And you just swing out and you spin out. The rope above each of you, Lash, Vasilius, and then Arden just snaps as Carlias swings around. Give me a dex save to see how well you deal with.
I can also
getting
see
back.
in the dark, so
Doesn't really matter. You can't see anything other than the rope ahead of you. There's nothing to see. Yeah, you just fuck this up. It's just horrible. He's just swinging around the thing above you. You guys are probably getting like tighter and tighter in on the ladder as this rope that's there and attached to each of you one by one. It's just like swinging around below you, creating a kind of knot.
Can I see him?
Carlias, you're just spinning around this thing,
Kinda
trying
like,
to grab it. Just complete. Every now and then you see it and you just lose it and you're
kind of like
swinging
Indiana
around it.
Jones, just swinging.
Can I see him?
How far can you see? 30 feet or whatever?
Is he? Are you? You're lit up. I gave you a lantern, right?
We'll say he's about halfway down, so about 50 feet above you. Maybe you can see him.
Fuck.
I don't know if you can see that far.
No.
In that case, no. You can just hear him swinging around,
Oh,
grunting every now and then, trying to.
If you're saying help,
I'm gonna throw up down the ladder where strings it.
I'm tightening.
As soon as this all starts happening, hey, you're my payday. You can't die, and I'm gonna. Can I cast Thorn Whip and use it as a rope to try and grab him?
Well,
while he's doing whatever
it's
he's
definitely
doing,
a thorny whip though, so it's gonna hurt
while belaying.
If I make a less thorny version of it, I want to. Can I grab him with the rope and use it to steady him?
Thorn whip. You create a long vine-like whip covered in thorns.
Oh, that's gonna hurt. I mean, a 300-foot fall is gonna hurt too.
Oh, it's
so.
30 feet. So if you climb down the 10 feet,
yeah, no.
You'd have to climb down 10, 20 feet
don't
to
waste
try
that.
and do it.
Cast two of them.
That's a cantrip, not a spell slot. I'm not wasting anything.
Okay.
It's not a spell slot, but it's only 30 feet. And then you can pull
Okay,
him.
well, then I'll just move down like another 10 feet rapidly and just do that and say stop that. And
Sure.
Like,
well,
give him
as
another
you're
rope to hold on
descending
to.
your 10 feet, you fuck up your athletics check.
Rip.
And it's probably maybe more to do with the fact that Carlias below you is swinging around. So you've got this safety thing, which is just fucking up any chance you have at descent. And you just, whoa, you're gone as well. Give me a dex save as you try and grab out yourself.
Watch me also crit fail it.
Now there's two of them.
So zombie Vasilius and zombie Carlias.
What's the fucking
Grunts galore.
I can only res 2 people a day, okay?
Yeah, no, you're swinging around as well. I doubt you'll be able to.
Every now and then.
You guys ever seen In the Name of the King, where the elves come tumbling down the ropes in the forest for absolutely no reason? That's what they're doing.
Yeah, you
Brad, can I pull and while belaying here and pull the rope taut?
The rope's already pretty taut.
I want to like all of my strength
the
hold
safety
it
rope
to
the
create
safety
just a,
rope.
yes.
Yeah. Sorry, I thought you meant the other one.
Yeah, no.
Oh yeah, give me another athletics check then.
Have I thrown up on strings at all?
Fuck.
You've probably thrown up on everyone.
Just
yeah, strings. It's enough to give these to another dex save with advantage to try and grab on while the rope stabilizes underneath them. Carlias and Vasilius, give me dex saves. Advantage again, 15. Yeah, okay, both of you, like you feel the rope underneath you sort of like straighten up, tighten up, and you grab out at the much easier now as you were swinging around it. Now you're able to grab on and stabilize yourselves and begin your descent down.
Can I add flourish to this?
Sure.
Can I like start running across the wall back to where the ladder was?
What do you want to do?
Like, because
there is no
so
wall.
you were saying I was like swinging around. Can I
There was
like?
no wall.
Wasn't there?
There's no wall. No.
Oh,
So, and like you're kind of in like a cavern like this now.
Here, can I draw
And
it?
there's a hole in the top of it. Yeah, I'll drag.
Can I?
Oh, I can't draw. in
It's like the
darkness.
opposite of a funnel. There's like a very narrow part that we
Yeah.
descended in the ladder, and then it flared out.
Yeah, and so
So,
now
like
you just
Tomb
have a
Raider
piece of
style.
rope,
I
which
guess
is
it's like
bolted
this.
either end.
Right? And I'm here at the bottom. And you're fucking up
Yes.
here doing a spin.
Yes.
Can I
so
go
You
upside
guys
down?
were like spinning around here, like. Woo, 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 woo,
Can
woo,
I
woo,
Splinter
woo.
Cell go upside down and like? continue
No,
down?
you fucked this up badly enough. You can slowly climb down.
Damn it.
A crit does nothing here for you.
What-
other
what
than
about-
you stop
what-
fucking up real bad?
What about Lash's crit fail? Shouldn't there be 3 of us spinning around?
Well, she didn't try to descend yet.
Yes, she
However, oh, you did?
yeah, she
Yeah,
rolled.
have I?
She rolled a crit fail.
Yeah, I know.
Oh,
She's,
yes!
it's just that I haven't had her climb down. Like your fail came in just because you attempted to climb down and save him with the thorn
Oh, I
whip.
see what you mean. Yeah.
Right.
As you guys begin your descent and like sort of amble your ways down, and you feel the hard ground underneath you, underneath Boot. Lash.
Deck save.
At this point, I'm gonna message Lash and say, "Hey, be careful with your grip. It's slippery right there."
As she
That absolutely that completely distracts Lash. Lash, give me a dex save as you put your first boot on the rope and just completely screw it up. You just completely lose yourself. You lose all the sense of left, right, up, down as you begin swinging around as well. For a moment, you kind of fly like an actual bird, just do one full 360 with your arms
Wings were
out,
caught out,
legs
ears
out.
under.
She does a
Little
full
flying squirrel.
circle before she grabs onto it again, and you're able to clutch the rope and stabilize yourself, and then begin to amble your way down very easily. After you, Arden, you climb down. Now the zombie.
Oh god.
Oh no.
I just love now the zombie.
Now the zombie.
The zombie. I
was
feel
wondering.
like, honestly,
I'm gonna do my
Can-
best to help him down, of course, because
can-
I still think he's a
I
party
don't see
member.
why he wouldn't honestly be able to do this. If you tell a zombie to just hold on to a thing and his arms haven't atrophied enough, he
Yeah,
would just do it, right?
Yeah.
he's got
that-
a strength of 13. It's not amazing, but
Give me a
So
strength
horrible.
check with the zombie.
He's
That
got
and they
higher
don't-
strength than me.
That and they don't get tired, right? So no matter how long this descent is,
Yes!
you just keep going.
Yeah, but better than
Raja
everyone.
persists in death by being a god in rolls.
Better than everyone, Raja, in his zombie form, while ordered to calmly descend the ladder and the rope, just all the way down. Once it gets to the rope portion, something of Raja maybe comes in. It links its legs around the rope, grabs onto it, and everybody is given these sort of like mild flashbacks of Raja doing a fucking triple backflip over a train. And even
It's
in
Kobe over the train.
even in zombie form, there's some level of muscle memory left behind in zombie Raja as it just descends down to the bottom, and the last set of boots hit the ground. The imp on your shoulder, which when you lost footing, Vasilius just bailed, has disappeared. He's gone. He doesn't land on your shoulder again. He's gone. You heard him flutter off when you fell off the rope. And
Well, I can see and sense through him, so I kind of know where he is at all times anyway.
cool. Okay, he's fucking flying around above you at the moment, trying to get a fucking lay of the land here himself.
I'm just letting him. I have no reason to care what he's doing up there at the moment.
Wow.
Sure. Yeah, he's getting a sense of the upper end of the cave.
That was
all right. So, who's got what in terms of light here?
I have a hood lantern.
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 How many lanterns do we have? Three or four?
We have 3 hooded lanterns.
We
And we have about
people who have
25
dark vision, by the
torches?
way, if there is a source of light around you, you do not have 120 feet of dark vision. You just have the same amount of light as people with light. Dark vision only
You have to be
activates in
complete dark.
darkness.
Yeah, the hooded, luckily, you can close
that-
it to do 5 feet of dim only.
Say you have 120 feet of dark vision. If they dim their lights, that will then activate. Again, it's not perfect vision, but it's grays and stuff like that. You don't get color.
That's different from Devil's Sight, right? Because Devil's Sight is just literally like light
Devil's
has
sight is
no.
like magic eyes. Yeah.
Yeah, I can see
It's
everything.
almost like
regardless, so it
true
doesn't matter.
sight kind of thing. Yeah.
Also, Brad, I put it in chat earlier, just to be on the up and up and fair. Daylight does cancel out magical darkness, so
So
And I do have that
sorry,
memorized.
that last bit. What?
it cancels out magical darkness.
What? Does?
So, my daylight spell. So
Oh,
I can't
okay.
wait. I can't wait for the drow to start thinking there's some hot shit.
Hell yeah.
We
Um,
can't see.
Daylight is
I
that
have-
really weird one though, isn't
Okay.
it? That doesn't actually cast daylight. Let
So I'm
me
gonna,
check.
I'm gonna go
60
around
bright like a sun
and
and 60 else.
But it's not actually daylight. That's the weirdest spell in the world.
It,
So there's a difference.
Mirrors. For all intents and purposes, I think it's a sphere of light spreads out from a point you choose.
Hmm.
Sphere is bright light and sheds dim light for net, so it goes up to 120 feet. 60
There's a
bright,
difference
60
between
dim.
light and daylight, and that's the weirdest thing about this
might
spell.
be, yeah.
Is that this
It
isn't
fucks with your green
daylight.
screen a little bit.
I just need
Makes
to
it
know
look a
for
little
the
weird.
vampires that will definitely fucking kill you one day, and you're like daylight, and the vampires are like lol, ha ha. ha,
Yeah,
ha.
you're using LED lights. Haha.
Okay, just checking. So
Yeah.
I'm
The,
handing 2 torches to every single person.
you light the
I
immediate
still
area
have a crap
around you, and it's very easy to see what is underfoot. You are about 10 feet away, maybe 10, 15 feet away from an edge that just seems to be just a gorge that just drops. As you shine a torch over it, it seems to go even further down below you. Behind you, next to you, and around you, there is nothing. Just seems to be an open expanse. There is stalactites, the ones that come up from the ground.
Mites are the ones that come from the ground.
Yeah,
M
stalactite,
for-
it holds tight on the ceiling.
So might tight.
Stalagmites.
Tight.
There are a handful of them, not huge, just relatively small. You'll notice those about you. Give me perception checks, everybody.
With
Um,
disadvantage, or do we have vision because we lit it up?
You've got vision, you've got torches.
Cool.
I'm just telling you your immediate area, what you see lit up. The ground is grey rock cavern ground. You have this gorge, this hole in the ground in front of you. You have a single rope that leads all the way up into the darkness above you, and then just some sort of cavern behind you as well. No walls. You can't see any walls, just ground and some stalagmites. Lash and Carlias, while looking around the immediate area holding torches up, you notice that on some of these stalagmites directly around the area that you are on, there are symbols carved in to the stalagmites all the way around, and then some symbols that there's some that look like lettering and some that look like arrows and various like more universal symbols. Arrows, there's a skull. In terms of the actual symbols, what languages do you all speak?
I just have thieves' cant and common. Let me make sure I don't have anything else.
Common elf giant.
I have common
Common
dwarven,
and draconic.
infernal, but I'm pretty sure I have some crap that lets me read everything anyway.
Yeah, I do not have
Dwarven and common.
other things.
Dwarven, common. Okay. In that case, you can't read anything on these.
I'm gonna
But you-
like motion over to Vesalius.
Yeah, again, there's different symbols with different lettering above them on 4 stalagmites directly around the rope.
Hey, Vesalius.
What is it?
Don't suppose you've seen these symbols anywhere before? Smugglers or anything?
Nobody can read this language.
This isn't left by any of my people.
There seem to be symbols on a lot of these. That one has a skull.
And I point to the one with the skull.
Can I do like a history check to see if I can like identify the language, or is that not how it works?
Yeah, go for it.
I'll cast guidance on him as he does it for an extra 1d4.
I'm gonna give you this image.
1d4.
Even though
Oh,
it's
thank you.
irrelevant.
Oh, it's beautiful. I love it.
That is cool.
There we go. I said history. Yeah, history. Would it be history or intelligence? Or no, it's the same thing.
I'll
History
yeah,
works.
there you go.
21.
You recognize some of them to be sylvan in nature, elven, similar. Although you can't read what it is, you definitely go, okay, well, this is sylvan, this is maybe elven.
Right,
Although it isn't, it's more than likely to be drow writing.
Would I know it's more than likely to be drow? Or
Yep. For some reason, you've studied it at some point. Although you don't know what it says, you don't understand the drow language. You can ascertain that this is that the drow language is very similar to Sylvan and Elven. They come from the same sort of family of characters. So this falls within that, which means this is almost definitely drow language. It's more like you're putting it together.
Salius, can you read drow at all?
I cannot.
Is it called drowish? Druish?
I believe it's just called drow, but that's not a language I've ever had need to learn.
Well, I wish you did.
I mean, the skull
Well, I
seems
guess we're not
pretty
alone
clear.
down here. Let's be on alert. No loud anything. Try and be as stealthy as we can.
Right, we should probably keep communication between our telepathic spells for a while.
Can everyone do that?
No, but we can kind of ricochet, relay to one person, and then have that person relay to all of them, and then...
All of you simultaneously hear Vasilius in your heads. I happen to be very good at this.
No, don't do this.
Fucking... I know you can do it.
I'm gonna get a headache.
So what?
Like continuing to speak. No, I can do it to everyone simultaneously.
Oh, that's
Hey,
fucking
where'd that rude little thing that was sitting on your shoulder go? That mean little guy.
I can just point, like knowing exactly where he is because I share vision and hearing with him. He's up there.
Oh, is he too afraid to come down here?
Don't think he has any reason to come down here.
Can he
Okay.
see
He's still flying
everything?
around.
Actually, wait.
Yeah.
And then telepathically, Cran, can you read Drow?
Can Cran? I guess it would say on his little thing. What can you do? What do you read? Infernal and common, so no. Unless he has some other bullshit that lets him.
I love how it's always classed as some other bullshit.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Sorry,
that's my
I've always
favorite.
called it bullshit. It's what I've always done. I don't know, because
it works for tabletop well.
it really does. Especially when I first started DMing, and it just constantly it was just players going, "Oh, I can do this though," and I'm like, "Well,
Yeah.
fucking bullshit. You all right? Well, you do that bullshit now, and this bullshit happens, and that bullshit."
Wait,
It's just what it feels
Is
like.
there? Wait, hold on. Is
No, he-
comprehend languages is a level 1 Is it a ritual spell? Because if it is, I know it. Hold on, let me see if I can find it.
Yeah, look it up. Cran speaks down and says, "No, Inferno, and your disgusting tongue." And then he continues and says,
Infernal
This
is my responding to him. Infernal is my tongue.
"It's our tongue. You stole it. You half-breed."
Culture appropriation, Jesus.
Tieflings. He continues and says, "It's a big cavern. Haven't found the edge yet."
I do. I've got it. I'm gonna do comprehend language.
Okay. And you can do that as a thing, as a.
As a ritual.
Okay, so that's
Which
going to
I-
take you 10 minutes, but...
Yep.
Yeah, you begin doing another ritual. Vasilius sits, I guess, and begins to conjure something else. As
His
you guys...
Well, he's
His
doing this.
level of bullcrap just continues higher and higher.
yeah.
What are you summoning now? Some drow?
I'm not summoning. I'm going to see what this says.
While you do that, relay me the information. Who can sneak best besides Lash?
Well, I feel Raja was always very good at it.
No, Arden, don't fucking bring up Raja. He's dead.
It's okay. They just aren't used to change.
I'm going
Hold
to...
on, be sure to tell the zombie to not make any noise.
Raja, shush.
I'm gonna take a piece of clothing and wrap it around his fucking mouth. Better.
Oh, okay.
Lash,
Well, okay.
are you okay?
1 second.
I just start reaching into Raja's backpack. I'm gonna pull out the 2 vials of holy water and put them in mine instead.
Oh god.
Lash, you and I should walk the perimeter, and I can report back with any bullshit we find.
Okay.
That's literally gonna be the name of this episode.
Yeah, bullshit.
Other bullshit. Any bullshit.
Vesalius, I don't know if you can hear me, but I'll ring you.
You go
Before
left,
you go-
I'll go right, or we go
we
together?
we should go together, because I can
Okay.
quickly tell them if we're in trouble.
Okay.
Telepathically to Cran, follow the lizard. Every time he's off, he's whispering. Make sure he's not plotting something.
Sure, yeah. Cran turns invisible and says, "No," and then begins to follow the.
I love it.
Dragon.
Because they're
Dragonborn.
bound to do anything, right? But they always resist. Little shit.
He has to do it. He doesn't have to be happy about it.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna just doodle a thing for you, just to give you a little bit more of an idea.
Okay.
In terms of what you have here, there's this. The little dot there is the rope, and
what?
you have this. Oh,
Scroll down a little bit.
Oh, scroll down. Oh, okay.
Sorry. I
Yeah,
thought it
yeah.
was-
No.
This is what you see so far.
Okay.
Okay.
In front of you is this gorge, which seems to just drop down into endless further darkness. And either side of you, again, further darkness. No edges, no way. How do you want to approach this? You just wandering off.
I'm gonna roll stealth check myself and probably
Creeping
tell
up.
her to do the same. I'm gonna inspire the both of us by just silently. Oh fuck! I've got fuck all. Oh.
Should I be rolling still?
I think all that leather armor might help you hide better.
Oh,
got it! Yeah! Oh wait, that's sleight of hand. Fuck.
See what you did there.
There we go.
I love these zombie submissions.
I'm
by the way.
gonna inspire myself. 1d8. So 17.
All right. You're using a bardic inspiration?
That was bardic inspiration. Yeah, it's 2 today.
Wow. Blowing them early. All right. Let's
Have
hope
to.
nothing creeps out of you. Okay, so and you're going either way. You're following the gorge, or you're
we're
just
both.
wandering.
I guess. Lash, you're better at this than I am, so you take lead.
Okay, we're just gonna keep the gorge to our right and just use that for orienting ourselves
Right.
and just watch your step.
Right. Perfect. And this is all telepathically the entire time. I'm just constantly refreshing message over and over again.
Yeah, so
Okay.
you're moving very quietly in terms of staff and boot crunching on the ground. You begin to lead the way, Lash, keeping the gorge on the right. It does seem to stay relatively straight edge.
Okay.
On your right, it doesn't weave in and out too much. You're not making much sound. You're not speaking outside of your bodies, outside of your minds, but you do have light, right?
No, we would.
Would we
Yeah.
have to be stealthy? I guess we would have ditched it.
Oh fuck.
In
You
that
don't
case, how do you see?
You don't.
Because
Yeah,
you are
good
blind
point.
in the darkness.
Okay.
Did we decide we would shuffle feet, or is that just going to get us in trouble?
Fuck. There's no point in.
Well, if we're not making sound, I mean, that is a bonus. Maybe we do have our lantern so that we don't stumble.
Yeah, I would probably just keep the lantern on hand. Is there
It's
anything I can
hooded,
do
right?
to
So
dim
hooded,
it to
hooded
10
does
feet?
something.
Yeah, hooded, I think, does a thing so that it's not shining up.
Yeah. You can hood it to do 5 feet
Yeah,
of dim light, I believe.
I'll do if I can make it do 10 feet, I'll do 10 feet hooded in just a small conal area in front of us.
Sure. Okay.
Sure, yeah. So this, right, hooded lantern. I'm just gonna remember this shit. Hooded lantern casts bright light in 30-foot radius and dim light for an added 30 feet. Once lit, it burns for 6 hours on a flask of oil. So Knock one of them off for when you lit this
see.
up at the top, whoever's using hooded lanterns.
Yeah.
As an action, you can lower the hood, reducing the light to a dim light in a 5-foot radius. So you can do that to 10 as well, and begin moving silently along, lighting only the direct 10 feet in front of you. More stalagmites appear. Some a little larger, some a little smaller. They're very scattered, but none of them seem to have any more of these symbols or lettering on them. The gorge on your right, again, stays like pretty straight. It extends out pretty damn far, and once you get to, give me survival check, see if you can work out how far it is.
Okay.
18.
Yeah, you can probably work out that it's about 80 feet away from you. On one side, you encounter a wall. It's the edge of the cavern, and it begins to sort of immediately kind of curve in a particular direction, like this. Nothing jumps out at you. No creatures seem to be around you. Actually, give me perception checks.
Okay.
Yeah, you're pretty good. Strings, there's maybe the flutter of a leathery wing somewhere pretty far up above you for a moment. You're not too sure whether that was what it was or whether it was just something else. The cavern is pretty quiet, but you do hear every now and then the flutter of something, and then also you can still pretty clearly hear the mumbling of Vasilius ritually incanting somewhere.
Now, question: are we still seeing on the stalagmites symbols, or was that just closer to the rope?
Nope, the stalagmites with the symbols are kind of like these ones here.
Okay.
Okay, well,
Lash,
let's just... Yeah.
don't be alarmed, but there's something following us above.
Follow? I thought that little demon thing was above.
Could be him. I don't know why he'd be
Okay.
following us, but
Yeah, that's a good point.
I hear a demon in the background. It's terrifying.
fucking hell, man. What were you saying?
Strings, let's just follow this curvature around, okay? We're just trying to get an idea of the perimeter, okay?
Yeah, count your
Alright.
steps as well.
Okay.
Are you gonna turn back or follow it around?
I think we're
the wall?
going around,
I'm gonna
right?
follow it around.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, you guys can now spend a good portion of time following this cavern around, and you can successfully do so because it just kind of does this. Eventually, you come round to the gorge again. You follow the wall all the way around as it curves. There's no holes in it. At points, are you still 10 feet of light?
Yeah, probably.
In which case, yeah, it's just a sheer wall all the way up. No holes, no entranceways, no other caverns or tunnels that lead off of it. It's just a cavern. It does look a little, at points, like the cave probably curves in, so it's like a dome shape going upwards. But yeah, in general, you follow this thing all the way around, finding no entrances or exits. And then again, you come around, and just ahead of you see the gorge on one side of you. Following the gorge along, it continues all the way back to where the rope is and the stalagmites. Again, almost nothing in this area. 10 feet across, you just have stalagmites. No symbols on any of them. No symbols of any kind until you get to these 4. Once actually you return, probably been about 10 minutes. Your ritual completes.
Yeah, so
Mr.
once the ritual is complete, Vasilius doesn't look at it to read it anymore. He just kind of puts his hand on it and absorbs the meaning directly, regardless of the language.
Sure. Each of the stalagmites has a different symbol on it and different writings. Mostly they're arrows. One of them does have a skull. The 2 closest to the rope have an arrow up, and the writing and the meaning essentially means surface realm. It also means no longer viable. There's another stalagmite next to it, which has a skull on it, and it says surface realm means surface realm. It also says encampment now too large for raid. The next stalagmite across, the closest to the gorge, says Duergar across, and then the last stalagmite, the smallest, with probably the most hidden of all of the symbols, seems like it's more hidden than all of the others, says home. Now, what it would translate to is a different spelling as well, and you would almost definitely get that. It's home, but it's spelt like this, home. And it says down, follow the lights. And that's essentially what they all mean.
Oh, fuck.
Happy to give you all of this information.
But we can't see the fucking lights, right?
Well, you can't see any lights looking over the gorge immediately, no.
It's...
Telepathically to Strings, I've finished interpreting this.
What does it say?
It's directions.
Right. So they don't have to speak. It's like a ranger's outpost, right?
Something like that.
Yeah. Okay. Well, where do we go?
Well, there's directions here that says how to get, quote, Hoem. Would I know what that means? Is there can I have a history check or whatever to see if I know what that means?
You can give me a history check, yeah.
Boom.
Incredibly, you do not.
It's a 20.
Even with a 20, you've never encountered any sort of information that you know of anything that lives in the Underdark pertaining specifically to the Drow. Doesn't resonate with the word home or what that means.
Gotcha. So back to Strings again. According to the writing here, it says their home is down below, but it's not home like we know it. It's Hoem. I don't know what that means.
The words are mixed up.
Maybe Hoem, Hoem.
Could be a city. Never heard of it.
It also says there's a Duergar encampment across the gorge.
How do we get to home?
I don't really want to go to the Drow home because I like living. I would rather take my chances with the Duergar.
I don't know anything about either. The whole cavern's a dome. It's a semicircle.
Well, across from where this is written, I suppose.
Yeah. But how do we get across? Can we see how far it is? Brad?
Can I see how far?
What is your... Well, the fact that there's light hinders any chance of seeing anything about you. You'd have to dim all of the lights to get any
I'll just have Cran fly across and see how far.
Yeah, Cran says no, and then flies over. He remains invisible for everybody else. Of course, you can see. You can't see through his eyes, though. You're not a warg.
Yeah,
you just,
I do. I'm pretty sure it says you have shared senses with him. You see through his eyes and hear what he hears, etc.
Here's some more bullshit.
I can't remember shit about what familiars do.
While it's going across, I'm gonna go. And your imp is following me.
I don't want to get separated, and he has perfect vision in the dark.
I'm just telling you where he is. He's above me.
Oh, no. I see what he sees. I know where he is all the time.
Ah.
Basically, as an action, you can warg into it. It says, as an action, you can see through your familiar's eyes and hear what it hears until the start of your next turn, which will be if you do it in combat. Gaining any benefits of the senses, so basically you get the devil's sight of it. So if you want to do that, you can see it directly, or you can just rely on Cran to come back and tell you. It's up to you.
The sharing senses with it. Obviously, there's the Find Familiar spell, but very specifically under the imp entry, it says while the two are bonded, the master can sense with the imp senses as long as they're within a mile of each other. So I just have it always on.
Oh, you have that. Yeah. All right, yeah.
More bullshit.
Yeah, the warlocks get a lot of it.
Yeah, I can't remember what it does. But yeah, you
that's a imp familiar specific thing. It's just always on.
Yeah, I remember my last warlock had an imp, but it was a long time ago. I can't remember everything that you.
Yeah, so I'm just like
holes can do.
doing the warg thing and sending him across the pit to see how far across it is.
Yeah, and sort of using his sense, seeing through his eyes, you see downwards. The gorge definitely, it's definitely too far down before you see anything. Though you do notice that there are sort of tiers and shelves to the sides of the gorge, not man-made. There's no ladders or ropes or anything, but you could potentially work your way down it if you knew the way. It's not just a sheer drop. For at least the 120 feet that you could see using the imp sight. The about 80 feet across from your side of the gorge, you see the other side of the gorge. And pretty much as soon as Cran gets there, it's the same looking thing. Just the other side of a gorge looks pretty much like this was just carved out. If you were to just cut a perfect rectangle out of the ground and lift it up to create the gorge. The other side has no discerning features either. As Cran reaches to the other side and settles down and looks about, you can see that there's a lot of stalagmites. He's also able to see that there is a singular tunnel on the far side, which is about 15 feet across, 15 feet wide at the back end. So if you were to imagine the other side being almost exactly the same as this side, almost towards the center of the opposite side of you, if you were to just walk in a straight line, you would actually come to a tunnel that just leads into another cavern as far as Cran can see. He inquires with you.
Does he see any more of the runes that like we're marking to giving directions at all?
No.
Any more writing?
Doesn't seem to be any on that side of the gorge. He says, he says, what now? I ain't going in there. He
Probably.
looks over to the hole.
Let me see what the others want to do, but yes, probably that way. Just strings. There's a tunnel on the other side of the gorge.
How far is it?
It's about 80 feet across. Tunnel is 15 feet wide, wide enough for all of us, but we'd have to figure a way across the chasm.
Is it circular or rough?
The
Rough.
tunnel?
Yes.
The tunnel looks like a rough cavern hole.
Just wanted to check their worms. We have them in the desert, right? They burrow.
Does the tunnel look like it was chiseled out, or is it naturally occurring, or
It looks naturally occurring.
it doesn't look like this was made by any creature to me?
Perfect. How do we get down? How far is it down?
It's not down, it's across.
Well, how do we get across the gorge?
Could use a
Fly,
rope.
you fools!
Fly, you fools. We could use a rope.
I feel like we might have to climb down and then climb back up.
I could get us all across one at a time. It
What?
would just take me 5 hours.
What, with Dimension Door, or?
No, I can fly us all across.
Hmm.
But then I would have to stop and
Recast
recharge,
it.
as it were,
Yeah.
between each person.
Might be better to just fly down or climb down and then
Well,
climb back
our
up
goal
and
our
rest.
goal is to get to Shadow Scar, correct? We just
Yes.
need to head north. I'm not sure how we're going to tell which way is north in here, but I do know that descending deeper into the dark is not really helping our cause here.
You're right.
We need to find an exit, not go deeper.
Goliath is just gonna try and think and hopefully get through to them.
I'm going to be
Channel's
constantly like relaying this to each of them as well.
This channel's still open. Can't hear anything.
If they're close enough, because I'm not using message, I'm using awakened mind. which is just like infinite telepathy with everyone in range all the time, so they can all hear me.
Okay.
Okay.
So there we go.
Can we just have that thing tie a rope to the other side and we can get across? And there's stalagmites all over here, and if we need more rope, you could fly up and get it.
I don't think we have enough room, enough length for the for that.
I don't think I used it on my descent. I suggested using it, but I do have 45.5 feet to meta a little bit there.
Yeah, I
could
still have the
always-
250, right?
We
So,
could always take that rope we climbed down. No one else is gonna need it.
You're right.
Yeah.
How do we... Can your imp fly up and cut it, or do we have to shoot it?
Pretty sure he can cut it.
He says, I ain't cutting it for you.
He says what?
I ain't cutting it for you. Fuck you.
That silly little bitch.
I mean, we don't have to cut that one. I got one here. Take it out of my
Well,
backpack.
more rope would be useful, but it would cut off our exit, so we have to be careful.
I mean, if we just tie mine and lashes together, that gives more than.
Yeah,
Mm.
I have 45.
Then we can just use his little red friend to get it back.
All right, while you guys decide this, I'm gonna do one more once over of the cavern, and shine the light just a little more than 10 feet, and just
Okay.
kind of like survey the walls a little bit as I go around.
Yeah, give me a perception check as you wander about.
Okay.
Or what are you looking for? I guess are you looking
Just any
for...
any kind of exit that is in this room and not across the gorge.
Sure, yeah, give me a perception check then.
Fuck.
Nope, no exits. It's just pretty much a dome of like just sheer wall around this cavern. It looks like you're just in a fucking cavern. There's nothing else in here. No tunnels, no holes, no other elevated areas.
There's-
This seems to be the top of the gorge, and
Whatever. Let's just get this over with.
Yeah, that's
I'm gonna
fuck all.
I'm gonna cast gaseous form on myself,
right.
and just like in front of the rest of the party, just and cloud of gas, and
It's got
slowly,
flatulence.
slowly drifting across because I have a flying speed of 10 feet, and I'm just like, can you blow? Just like speed this up as I'm
You just see
hovering.
Carlias at the end just waving his hand, just like, go,
Just
go.
go fast,
Yeah,
fast,
it
go.
helps for maybe the first foot.
If he's going across like that, I'm going to, from the rope, head directly opposite to the wall that I know is there, so that we've bisected the middle of the cavern, and I'll keep
Yeah.
a 10-foot radius on the lantern.
All right, give me a perception check as well.
She's smart.
Okay.
She's
Perception.
smart.
She attack, she protect. Holy fuck. You have an 8 on your perception?
I have a lot of perception.
That's just got those weird
It's
bird
called,
eyes where they're
it's
like,
called it's called expertise, the most broken thing in the game.
It's
Hello,
ridiculous,
rogues.
yeah, Lash, you do a very thorough search of the central area of your side of the gorge, looking about. You sort of come to the other end and probably meet Strings as he sort of goes around the outside again, taking a little look about, and he's kind of like looking around. It looks like he's not found anything of particular use. You get to the far end of the cavern here, which is I think where you were heading to, yeah?
Yes,
Like down here.
correct.
And although you don't see anything on any stalagmites, there's no like trapdoor or a fucking thing lying in wait or anything like that. When you do get to the other end, looking up at the wall, you do notice that now, like just maybe about 15 feet up above you, is a ledge. It does definitely dome over like this, although there's a ledge that you would technically be able to climb up on if you so wished or were so inclined to do so.
Yeah, I think as soon as I saw that, just because I'm a decent climber, I would probably just have at it.
You found
Yeah.
anything, Lash?
There's a ledge. It's like 3
Yeah, there's
meters
a
up. It's
large one. We have to climb down it.
no, it's right above me. Look.
And I point.
Can you see that?
Can I see it? Yeah.
Yeah, she points it out. It's about 15 feet up. Like you probably would only see the very lip of it with the torch, but as you hold them up a little higher, I'm sort of giving Lash the benefit of the doubt on a 27 here.
Yeah.
That she's just able to catch it on the flicker of a fucking weird.
Probably like
rock on
as
the edge.
my light shone across or something, like as I was
holding your light
I don't
up
know
to
how
its
I
full
missed it.
extent. The very edge is very subtle. It's the very edge of a lip of a ledge, and it doesn't. You don't see what's on top of it or
Back
whether
to
it leads off to anywhere. The
Vesalius.
domed area begins to send over. The top.
Okay. We found something.
What is it?
It's a entryway on the other side of the cavern.
On the side that I'm heading to, or
No, on the opposite side. You keep doing what you're doing, but we're gonna check this out and report back.
all right. I'll need the bird.
The bird found this one.
Can you, mage hand?
No.
Yeah. Have her just hand me the rope across the chasm when I get there.
Right, I'll send her back after.
Click.
I love this. Back
So,
to
yeah, I'm
Flash.
Oh.
Carry on. Do you want me to come up with you, or
Well, are you a good climber?
I can be? I'm a
Um,
lizard. We climb
well,
things.
I'm really light. If I fall, catch me.
All right.
And then I just start climbing.
Fuck.
Are you a lizard though? Really?
I mean,
Feel like you're
sexy
not.
I'm a IRL lizard. I'm a reptile person. Oh yeah, she's the sexy lizard.
That's right.
Yeah, so you climb up to the edge of the lip here. What do you do once you reach the edge of it? You just jumping up, or you looking over?
So the lantern, I assume I kind of slung it over, hooked it onto part of my armor, and I hoist myself up over the edge and then take the lantern out.
Sure. This is a very, very small area. There's no doorway or like hidden tunnel or anything like that. It is just a lip, kind of a bit of a ledge. The domed cavern pulls in a little tighter over here. You definitely start to see the curvature of the cavern itself. It almost definitely does this all the way across with the center, or just off center of the hole that takes you back up to the top. Though more obvious and in front of you, you see a very old, dust-covered, dirt-covered set of, I guess it would be just like cloth, like a tarp, moth-eaten, old, and at the center of it is like a lumpy thing, not very big, like fist-sized couple of lumps in underneath this clothy thing. There's also a very old-looking pack at the far end of the ledge, pushed up against the wall. Again, very moth-eaten and covered in dust. Whoever left it here or whatever it is has been here for a very long time, like really long. It's literally got rocks and dust on it, like half an
So
inch thick.
yeah, if it's super dusty, I'm probably not worried about it like animating or coming to life. So I'd bring the lantern closer, pull the cloth off of the lumps.
All right, roll me a D100.
Oh god. Oh.
What have I done?
I love this part. You find a
Hey.
magical bridge.
Roll me a con save.
Oh,
fuck.
shit.
That is a fail. You, as you grab hold of this clothy, tarpy thing, immediately your hand stings, almost as if you're grabbing onto like stinging nettles or something like that. You find that your hand is stuck to the cloth itself, and you immediately feel a sickness, a wave of sickness pass over you. Roll me 2d6. You take 8 poison damage and are now also poisoned.
Oh my
You have the
god.
poison effect on you for the next 2 hours.
What does poisoned do?
poisoned will basically give you disadvantage on everything, attack and ability checks.
Wow.
You feel it instantly. You're also super glued to this thing.
Do I
which is
see what's
burning
under
your
it, or it's stuck to me?
As you pull the cloth, at least, underneath it is just two big rocks. Two little big rocks. That's it.
Strings.
Yes. What's wrong?
There's a cloth stuck to me and it damaged
what?
me and I just touched it and it stuck to my
You're
hand.
hurt?
See?
And I waggle my hand out over the ledge.
What the fuck? Why did you find? You found a blanket?
Yeah, and there's a pack up here and now I'm afraid to touch it.
What? Why is it? Just let it go.
I can't. It won't.
You can't. What do you mean it won't?
It won't come off and it
Found
burns.
A sentient blanket?
I don't.
I'm climbing up. I'm ready to fuck up.
All right. You don't have Lash's amazing ability
No.
of climbing, so give me an athletics or an acrobatics roll. It's ugly. It's ugly. Lash, you begin to feel more and more sick. You feel like the longer you're attached to this thing, it's not just like that stings. It's sort of continually poisoning you. So you're gonna want to take it off while you hear him scrabbling up the side, trying to find some footholds in relatively flat side of the wall. You probably start to feel like these waves and waves of sickness come over you, and you maybe sit down for a moment. The room or the ledge begins to spin and drift in and out of vision.
I would try to
Strings,
step on it with my boot and pull my hand away, but
Sure, give me an athletics check.
oh, athletics sucks. I have acrobatics.
Oh.
It's good, but it's not good enough. You feel this thing trying to pull away from your skin, your feathers, and it feels very much like this is super glue, which is set. So if you pull it off in this way, it's probably going to hurt you, but you could do it as you feel some give. But it's kind of like forcing yourself to pull, like a fucking super glue piece. It's like pulling a layer of skin off, like instantly. You don't actually separate it from your hand, and then strings appears over the lip of the ledge there.
Fuck did you do?
I don't know, but it's hurting me and I can't get it
right
off.
Now? Fuck.
Yeah.
Is it attached?
It's attached.
Like a curse?
I guess. I mean, I could pull it off, but it's gonna hurt.
Ugh. I'm going to lesser restoration her real quick.
Yep, that will remove the poison. Lash, give me another con save.
Fuck.
Con save.
Hey, the poison is drawn forth from you with this sort of arcane spell that Strings casts on you. You feel the poison sort of stop seeping into your body via this area. Though you are still stuck to it, the glue remains. Whatever poisonous effect on the part that's attached to your hand stops.
It's still there?
Yeah.
It won't
That
come
feels
off.
good. It doesn't hurt anymore, but I can't get it off.
You said there was a pack. Did you open it?
Yeah, no, right there.
And I feel like the cloth kind of gestures with me. Like
I'm gonna go and open the pack, look for like anything that involves a fucking cloth that molests people.
You open the pack. What it is essentially just your standard looking burglar's pack. Everything that you would find in a burglar's pack, minus like the rations, the oil, the lantern. You do find, in fact, I'll give you exactly what it has because you're probably going to want to take it. You find bag of ball bearing, 10 feet of string, yay, bell, 5 candles, hammer, and that is actually it, as well as the old backpack itself. There is also a book in here.
Can I take a really good look at the rocks that was covering to make sure I know they're rocks?
I don't fucking...
Seem to be protecting them.
Yeah, give me an investigation check.
I'm grabbing the book.
Besting.
I'm gonna fucking... Don't you fucking laugh at me, I swear to God. Brad?
They are definitely just rocks, Lash.
Okay.
You pick up the book. What languages do you speak, String, sir?
Common and Draconic.
There is something written on the front of it in a language that you don't recognize.
I open it.
Yep. Just writing and writing.
Any symbols, anything at all, anything depicting a blanket?
Just writing.
Fuck. Can I tell what language it is? Intelligence check or?
Yeah, give me a int check. You have to roll good. Yeah, this is 100%. This is in Dwarven. You recognize the Dwarven scripture in the same way that you recognize the, or at least was able to work out the Elven and Sylvan, but you can't read what it says. This is a dwarves book.
Right. Okay. Lash. Fuck. Throw it in the pack around my belt real quick, and I'm gonna rip the fucking cloth off of her. Just.
All right. Give me a con save as soon as you touch it.
Oh.
It's a D&D Chinese finger trap.
You are glued to it.
Fuck!
You're glued to it, but there is no stinging nettle effect. You feel like there probably would be, but maybe your hands are very fucking calloused or something. There is like a sharp feel to it. But yeah, touching a stinging nettle, avoiding the effects of poison. What type of dragon are you?
Black.
That's poison, right?
Acid.
Acid. All right. Well then, yeah, no.
It only makes me resistant, so.
Doesn't sting. Doesn't seem to fuck you up as much as it did with Lash.
Well,
though it definitely attempts to.
Okay,
we're fucking stuck together now.
Hang on. I have a crowbar in my pack. I'm gonna hook this shitty cloth with my crowbar.
I am wearing like gauntlets. Does that help at all? Like it's not bare skin. I have gauntlets on. Like.
Oh, in that case, yeah. There's no stinging sensation at all. It is just glued to your gauntlet. Glue.
Lash.
Like
what the fuck have you done?
I shouldn't have touched it. I know.
What is
Vasilius,
taking so long over there?
We're glued together, literally.
Vasilius, you
will be
do the 80 feet finally to the other side in your gaseous form. While these two are up there doing all this, what do you want to do?
You know, I'm just about to touch down on the other side, but before I end the spell, what is going on back over there? Are you guys ready to climb across?
No, we're literally stuck together. It's.
We're kind of.
But explain.
Lash, you want to take this one?
Okay. So there was a cloth and it was covered in some lumps, and I wanted to see what the lumps were, so I grabbed the cloth and it poisoned me, and then it got stuck to my hand. And then, well, Stringsy, he was trying to help me, so he pulled on the cloth, and now we're both stuck to it, and it's.
There is a book here written in Dwarven, though, Carlias. Can you come over?
So,
whilst all of you are talking, you can just see Carlias sitting on the ground, head in his hands, just like, make it stop.
Carlias, I know it's uncomfortable, but you're going to have to do it.
What?
What's up, Vasilius? What do you want?
So it's a sticky something, and it's stuck to your hand. Could you not rip it off?
I mean.
All right.
I could.
You pull and I'll pull.
Have the bird use her mage hand. Let the hand pull it, and then if it gets stuck to the hand, she can end the spell, and the hand ceases to exist.
Okay, I'm gonna pull it up with, and I cast mage hand, and I'm gonna try and grab it at the center and yank up.
To try and remove it from your hand.
Yeah, from both of us.
Okay, yeah, give me another strength check.
Strength. Oh.
It's awful. Yeah, it's just pathetic. You just it hurts. It hurts. It's definitely going to hurt you to take this thing off, almost regardless, unless you can find another way to do it. It doesn't even take your gauntlet off your hand.
I hate
that
to do
weak.
this. Back up against the ledge.
Okay.
Actually, no, I'll do it. I'm heavier.
Okay.
Back up against the ledge. Kick me off.
Kick you? Kick you?
And pull as hard as you can.
Oh, but.
Just kick.
Kick you.
Kick.
And I kick him.
All right, give me an athletics check. You give me a dex save.
Oh, what?
I'm
She
like
kicks
also
you.
going along with it, right? Like
Yeah, she kicks
like,
you.
oh.
but Lash is just brought with you.
Fuck.
She just kicks you, and then as you fall,
As we're falling, I'm fucking just...
the glue whips her off the edge. You can have your deck save to grab Lash, or not land quite as badly as you were gonna.
I'm gonna grab Lash, obviously.
All right, roll me 2d6.
Fucking hell.
Sorry, 3d6.
Of course.
3d6. Ouch.
Well, he's falling 10 feet.
15 feet, right?
15 feet, so it's a 2d6 for the fall damage, and then an extra d6 because
Lash landing on me?
You failed your deck save, basically, but you save Lash from taking any damage. So you take 10 bludgeoning damage as you just... boom, you see Lash yanked off the wall with you. Instead of both of you just going, wah, landing on your head, you grab Lash, bring her in, and then just... boom. The breastplate and everything kind of brings you down a little harder on your back, and all the wind is knocked out of you. You feel like something gives in your back somewhere. You've just done something. You've slipped a disc, broken a rib, something like that. Lash, although you hit harshly on the front of strings, you don't take any damage. He successfully takes the brunt of the impact for you. As you both roll off. The thing is still glued to each other, and the thing is...
Are we glued closer now because the blanket, or
Well, where is the blanket? Is it between you?
It's between us, yes.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck.
Okay, yeah, fine. You're
No!
stuck together completely. Lash, give me a con save.
Oh.
Yeah, you guys get stuck together. None of the poison on this thing spreads to any part of you. But you two are just glued, breastplate to whatever Lash you're wearing, the leather armor or underneath your robes.
This is extremely awkward.
Lash is significantly shorter than you as well, right? So if you stand up, she's just still legs hanging down.
Oh my god.
Chest to chest,
Lash.
face to face.
I'm going to waddle over to the group. When we
Just
ask...
take the armor off, you numbskulls.
It's attached to her hand.
So take off your gauntlet and take off the armor, and she can walk with it on her hand for a little while.
I don't even think we can dexterously get out of the armor at this point. We're quite literally attached at the hip. It's quite a scene of it. You might want to just come back over the gorge. And I'm going to waddle.
But before I come back over there, take a crossbow, tie a piece of rope to it, and shoot it across the gorge in my direction.
I'll go ahead and shoot it.
Sure. You got a crossbow, right?
Yeah.
I have a heavy crossbow that I can lend him.
Yeah, I'll revert to my, I almost said human form. I'll revert back into a solid form on the opposite side, and just wait till
what is the heavy crossbow and stuff?
Well, it'll be the same as your basic D20 plus Dex plus blah 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 blah. You know, what is your fucking name here, Carl?
Proficiency.
Plus proficiency. So your proficiency is now 3, right? You guys, all your proficiencies.
Yeah, it's all 3. Yeah.
Plus Dex.
So D20 plus 7 is your attack roll with a
plus
heavy
2
crossbow.
because of archery.
And then plus 2 because of archery. Sure. So plus 9.
Sorry.
It's a perfect shot. What are you aiming for? Oh, so you're just fucking aiming. Give me your disadvantage to fucking aim anything. Give me another shot.
Oof.
You fire it across. Gaseous form Vesalius. It probably goes through you. If you weren't a gas, it would have just fucking punctured you in the belly. But it does land on the other side of the gorge. The rope. You're using the 250 feet rope.
Yeah, I would have. Yeah. I like my pack is back there anyway, so there's the heavy crossbow and the 250 feet of rope.
Yeah, as soon as it lands, I'm expecting that the weight of the rope in the middle of the chasm would immediately begin drawing it. So as soon as it lands, Vesalius is back into a solid form and steps on it, so it doesn't fall off the edge.
Sure. Yeah, I feel like the 250 feet of rope gives you enough chance to react to that. And you have dark vision, and you're away enough from the light to be able to see. So I'm not going to make you roll anything. You can do that. You grab the end of the rope with the crossbow bolt attached, and then I presume try and find a stalagmite to attach it to.
Yeah, he's just looking around for the thickest, most. He wants something that's not just thick; it needs to be thick.
Multiple seeds. Sure. Yeah.
Attach it to. And
Yeah, survival
whatever's the sturdiest piece of stone over here.
Sure, yeah. Give me a survival check to try and find something
Survival.
and attach it to it. Yeah, you feel like you're pretty confident that the stalagmite that you find is a good one, a good thick one. You use the crossbow bolt plus the rope to create a pretty decent, sturdy knot. And yeah, pulling on this thing with pretty much all of your strength, you can't move it at all. It seems like you've done a pretty good job of attaching this side of the rope.
Just lock that other side to something, and bingo, we've got our path across.
Well, there
I'll
goes
do
my
the- I'll do
crossbow.
the same. I'll tie it to stalagmite.
Oh,
Well, the
okay.
crossbow doesn't have to be attached to the rope. The
Perfect.
rope's just attached to
Perfect.
the bolt.
I just thought it was like one of those like scaling.
No, you don't have a
yeah.
cool fucking like grappling hook gun.
Yeah, no.
You just have a crossbow and they've attached some rope to the bolt. So yeah, no, you can take it out. Who's attaching it to a stalagmite?
I am Carlos.
Give me a survival check. Hey, yeah, you do a pretty good job too. You find a stalagmite that looks like it has a groove in it or something that you can lock the rope into tightly, and you put a triple, double, super dwarven knot into it. And yeah, pulling on it with pretty much all of your strength as well. It seems like it's holding tight. The stalagmite is thick enough.
I'm gonna
You
walk
create
over to,
you create a sort of I presume you guys maybe find enough that it's a tight rope across the middle, or is it just going to droop down? Like, because this is an 80-foot gorge with a 250-foot rope, so you taking them a bit further out so that it's like
You
a
could just like pull
flat tight rope.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, if you just
Tight.
wrap it around a stalagmite, just pull until there's no more slack, and then
Yeah.
tie it off.
Sure. Yep. You do that. So it's a sturdy tight rope across the center. You've got pulling on it, feeling it, testing its weight. It feels as sturdy as the one which was going up and down. You have that 100-foot rope above you that you climb down, and now you have this one which is going across the gorge. 250 foot of rope doing the 80 feet and a little more either side of the gorge itself. Successfully.
I'm gonna walk
yep.
over to strings
And
Cool.
flash. Now.
and
Yep.
lash. So
Don't.
what is it that you want me to read?
Back rung of the belt. I can't reach it right now because I'm wrapped around. I'm just gonna like turn and just like show Lash's dangling body on me.
Yeah.
Has her legs like
Uh,
What's that saying? Till
Whereabout?
death do we part?
Yeah, I
don't-
mean, can we cut this thing?
Yeah, we got stuck on a blanket.
yeah.
I
I always knew you two were close. Didn't know you.
Well, the thing's magical.
team bonding exercise, if you will.
Yeah.
Sticky substances and all.
It's not semen, Carlisle.
Hmm.
It's not semen.
Well,
Look.
whatever floats your boat.
Back left, read the book.
Back left. Not near your ass, is it?
It's right on my ass. That's where a belt goes.
For the love of Christ. Don't fart.
Give it a little
Okay.
poke while you're up there, will you?
No.
Oh.
Gonna grab the book and hopefully not touch any part of strings.
Sure. You take the book. There's nothing written on the cover or anything like that. It looks like it was just a blank book when purchased. Opening the first page, it reads "The Journal of Maxwell Spears." And reading the first page, it details of how this presumably dwarf Maxwell Spears pulled off a heist at the Velvet Casino. I forget what it was called because I'm the worst.
Velvet
at
Crown.
all the time. Velvet Crown Casino. Made off with hundreds of gold. Reading the next page, it tells of how Maxwell Spears went to Twin Gate and stole a piece of art from the Chancellor's manor there. And then reading the next page, it tells of how Maxwell Spears stole a magical blanket from a wizard in Windy Peaks. And it seems to just be a diary of 100 or so entries of this master thief known as Maxwell spears, and at the end of each of the pages, it just says in block capitals and scrawled kind of maniacally, "It was me." And then it's almost like a diary of admissions and grandiose,
Kind of like a robbery log.
robbery log. There is no details about the blanket. It's just one of the passing things mentioned. The last entry, without going through this thing, I mean, you'd probably have to sit and read it properly to get every bit of detail. But if you jump to the last entry, about 100 pages into maybe a 250-page book, there is an entry that states that Maxwell is sick of staying here and is going to venture further into the Underdark. Again, though, the book, the bag, the bits and pieces look very old.
Well, seems you found, I guess you could say a diary of, don't know if he was famous or not, but he damn did well pull off some grand things.
Right. Does it say how to get the blanket off? At all? Anything?
Oh, hold on. I'm going to skim back to that page where it talks about the blanket.
It
Well,
says it's a magical blanket stolen from a wizard, and he did it. He stole it from a wizard. Wow, I'm the best.
whoever this guy was, he stole it from a wizard, so definitely magical. Hey,
Oh,
maybe
shit.
try. Don't know about that one.
With any dwarven words?
Something about
for-
urine.
You've got to be fucking kidding me.
I guess it's kind of like one of those stingers you find out in the ocean.
I'm inside
Yeah.
checking his ass. I'm inside checking his ass so hard.
Go for it. Yeah. Give me a deception.
Fuck!
Seems pretty legit.
Ash, you're going to have to piss on me.
A bit. Well, he's not serious.
He seems deadly serious.
Uh,
Carlisle said,
Are you serious?
I see the word in here.
I want to insight check him. Is it?
Yeah,
I don't
give me
really
a
ever.
deception versus an insight again. Sorry.
Oh,
was it?
insight. Here it is.
Yeah, under skills.
Ugh.
For a moment, you're like, "This is bullshit," but you don't want to be wrong. So he must be telling the truth. Why would he lie? This is
Oh.
fucking important.
You're serious?
Fuck.
Yeah, I just see the word urine. I don't know.
I mean, could he have taken a piss? Is that what it is? Are you sure? Carlisle,
Sure.
if you're
Maybe,
lying
maybe
to me,
that's the substance that's sticking you all together.
if you're lying to me, I'm going to stick you to this blanket too.
Yeah, if you make me pee on my friend. Are you laughing?
It looks like you're in trouble over there.
I'm going to kill you when I get across this fucking gorge.
Do I see Carlias laughing, or is he just?
I'm not laughing. I'm coughing.
Just,
Oh,
just do it, Lash. You're going to have to piss on me.
Oh, okay.
Just let it go.
okay. I'm gonna like seriously hike my leg up here to try and get it on the blanket
Oh god.
as well. So
Oh.
this could go
This is horrific. Give me a dex.
wrong.
Give me a dex.
Just
Me?
don't
A
get
dex
your.
check.
I'm just soldiering through it, man.
I only desecrate the dead, okay? I don't
this is still
desecrate
not
the
easy.
living.
Careful,
Why you guys
that-
yelling at me?
Be
I feel
careful
like
as
this
you
is still not easy.
try
as
and,
you
like-
hike your leg up. Just like if you accidentally nick the blanket with your leg, it's
Yeah.
it's gonna get.
I'm gonna hold. I'm gonna like reach over and hold her leg up and away from the blanket and like. Sorry. I'm,
Like a gentleman.
Not
like
meaning
a
to.
gentleman.
Yeah,
I'm
like
not-
a gentleman would. Yes.
Just do it. Just get it over with.
Okay.
Get it over with. Why is it
Yeah,
so warm?
easy. Aim. Good aim.
Jesus
Good aim.
Fucking Christ.
In terms of what it does for the blanket and stuff, nothing. In terms of what it does for you, you're now covered in piss.
Did it work? Can you pull away? I'm gonna try and
Didn't
like
work.
pull her off.
Yeah.
I'm dying.
What?
You try and
What-
like,
what
pull
am
her
I-
off hard.
What am I seeing?
I'm pulling hard. I'm like.
All right, give me an athletics check then.
Going to inspire myself.
You just were pissed on, how are you?
This really... I'm glad this
You
just
just-
isn't more of a shitty
just-
situation.
Oh my god.
God, fuck yes. 24, please.
Yeah, you fucking whip this thing off from Lash's hand. Lash, give me a 1d6.
Oh shit.
By the way, I've moved away. I'm by Arden.
Hey, it's not too bad. He does it so quickly and so swiftly that it only takes like the slightest layer of skin off of your hand, and
Oh, look, the piss worked.
you take one, I guess, slash damage is what it would be.
Okay.
But you take 1 point of damage from whipping this thing off your hand. And yeah, you are removed from the thing. It would still be glued to you though.
I'm
Strings.
Like
Told
gauntleted hand, just trying to fucking rip it off.
Wait, your own hand is stuck to your chest now, isn't it? Because the gauntlet was stuck to it, and then it was stuck to your chest. So your arm is pinned to your chest now, like this, right?
But that's why I'm trying to fucking rip it off.
That's what he's doing though, yeah?
Athletics check?
Yeah. Yep. Hey, you do it.
Oh my god.
I think the piss actually worked.
So when
Told you.
Did.
So when he ripped it off just now, did it disconnect from his torso or did it disconnect from the hand?
It's probably
It's still on the gauntlet, right? Yeah, you're taking it
Okay,
off
so
of
it's
your
on the
chest.
gauntlet.
So you still got it flapping around.
From the other side of the chasm, well, actually, no, I'm still doing it telepathically. Will it stick to a stalagmite or something? Just wrap it around that and
Don't.
yank.
I don't want to get rid of it though. I want to keep it.
Why in the world would you want to keep a poisonous?
If we find someone, then we can wrap it up.
It's covered in piss.
Well, even the worse for them then.
Have that thing carry it. He won't care. And he's pointing at Russia.
Right, no, you're absolutely right. I'm gonna walk up and I'm gonna slap it on the back of Raja's neck and just like, I'm so sorry, my friend.
Yep.
I'm so sorry.
You stick it to the back of
And
Raja.
then fucking rip my hand off.
Yeah, athletics check.
Fucking hell.
Yeah,
Oh,
nice.
thank
You-
God!
The Raja zombie just fucking launched
sorry,
backwards
my
as you bring the thing off, and now Raja has a cape stuck
Arden.
to his back.
Arden, he won't remember any of this, right?
Sticky poison.
Piss.
Well, it's the blanket of sticky poison. That's what it is. So Raja can add this. I guess Arden, Raja. Whoever the fuck zombie Raja,
Oh
how
my
he
God.
keeps things, has the blanket of sticky poison. Raja,
Pissy
I mean,
bit of sticky poison.
Arden, add the blanket of sticky poison to your inventory just so we have an idea of who it is, but remember that it's on the back of Raja. I'm going to do my best to remember it because I feel like
Alright.
something's going to happen
Oh
later
my
on where I'm going to be
God.
like, oh yeah, he needs to.
Arden, he's not going to remember any of this, right?
I'm speechless. I don't know.
Almost sounded a handbag.
A handbag?
Oh,
Hey, new sub.
fuck.
Thanks for subscribing to my channel.
Right.
Yep.
I'm gonna message Lash, and we probably shouldn't talk about this once we're out of here.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was
Yeah. The whole P thing and
the whole. The
whole thing.
the getting stuck together. That's whatever. Yeah.
Sorry
You
about
just hear
the
Carlisle in the background.
P.
So it's okay. It was necessary.
Yeah, I mean it worked.
Yeah,
So
it worked.
you gotta do
yeah.
what you gotta do.
Yeah, survival and all that.
Yeah. Yep.
I'll get you next time. Haha.
Ah,
Yeah.
okay.
Right.
Right.
Fuck.
If you're all done pissing around,
I'm
over
drinking
there-
as fucking heavily as I can now.
Sure.
No, that's gross.
You guys are going to all try and cross?
I guess
God.
there's
Yeah.
Oh my
no
God.
other way.
No, wait.
Why are we going across?
Wait. We could use the blanket to attach ourselves to the rope.
And be stuck there forever. Dangling.
Oh, I guess we can. Never mind.
Dangling like
Never
a
mind.
fucking.
That's
I
a
look at
terrible
the
idea.
the piss
you guys have
blanket
all
and
those
I'm like,
ball
I'm
bearings
a
now.
pretty good climber.
Right. Well, I have pythons if we want to Pittons. How the fuck are they pronounced again? Pittons? Pitons?
Pitons, I think.
Pitons? It is pitons, thank you. Pitons, ironically.
Oh god.
Name.
I'm gonna message Carlias. We may need this rope, and once we cross, we're not going to have anyone who can untie it from that side.
What about
Loosen
your little implant?
Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. Forgot about him.
Good call.
He's he's so useless sometimes. I forgot that he's around.
Just sitting on a stalagmite next to you, smoking his cigar. Never-ending cigar.
You just got what is it? The Metal Gear 4 cigar that just never goes
That
away.
one that never goes away.
Can we just scrabble across that? It doesn't look too hard.
Right, fuck it. I'm covered in piss, nothing left to live for. I'm going across.
Oh, hold on.
What?
I feel like maybe the two that are covered in piss should go last. Just,
No. We've made this bed and now
I've
we
already
have to
walked
sit
ahead.
here.
I'm already going across.
I'm
Cool.
the lightest. I should.
I'm like shuffling, like baby shuffling across the rope.
Doing it that way.
I'm casting guidance on each person, or specifically on Carlias, because he's my paycheck.
All
He's the only one I need to get out of here alive.
If you wanna fucking tightrope across and balance act it across, it's an acrobatics check. If you wanna like shuffle across, it's an athletics check.
Can you?
Oh my god.
Well, there you go. Should have done acrobatics.
Yeah, Carlias looks like
Well,
a fucking
Carlias
pro at
hates
this.
heights.
Something
Like,
happened. Oh yeah, that's what it is. The fear just fucked
being
him up,
pissed
and, he just
That as
shuffles
well.
across like an absolute expert. It's like cartoonish how quickly he makes it across and gets to the other side, maybe kissing the ground as he does so. And
I'm
yeah,
gonna
this is fucking easy.
jet up
whole
and
time-
try and follow him.
Yeah, I'm maintaining like mental connection through message with everyone that goes across so that we know if they fall the second they fall.
Okay.
Yeah, I'd try to go next.
Alrighty,
Somebody
give me.
beats me to
How do you want to approach it?
The acrobatic way.
Do you want
'Cause
to run
that's what
across,
I'm
tightrope it
better at.
across, arms out?
Whichever one allows
arms
me to
out.
use acrobatics.
Acrobatics, yeah, it's tightrope across. Lash does this thing where she puts out legs. You have actual human feet as well, right?
I do.
Like boots.
Yeah.
And does like
Nasty baby feet.
the tightroping across with her arms out. It's pretty deft actually. It looks pretty good. Again, like Lash, maybe you fucking like ran across some wires. I was gonna say phone wires, but it's definitely not.
All the time.
To
back in
steal something
Shadowstar.
at some point for some reason, maybe in your days of training, you guys practiced the tightrope as a dexterity training.
A lot of laundry lines.
Yeah, and yeah, it's pretty simple for Lash as well. Maybe the added fact that the darkness just is all around you, it just encompasses you completely. You can't see the bottom, you can't hear the bottom or anything, so it's a little easier maybe to move across this rope, and you do so very successfully. Who's next?
I'm gonna tie a rope to Zombie Raja, and I'll make my way across.
All right, give me.
How does
How do you want to approach it?
can with guidance? Can you only guidance one person? I assume you can just guidance as many people as you want, right?
Guidance is a cantrip, so I'm spamming it on everyone as they
Yeah.
cross.
Because I have it too. So
So everyone, I don't know if they stack, but everyone crossing
no.
is getting a 1d4.
okay, yeah. As far as I can tell, there's no limit to as many times you can use it. But yeah, it doesn't stack. It only works for that one roll. All right, so I'm just gonna crawl along at my massive ass body.
Cool. Give me an athletics. Nice. I feel
You
like
are all the champion climbers
Oh,
of the universe.
man.
unbelievable. Yeah. I feel like purely based on how good that is, you just
Drag
Like,
Raja by.
drag right. Yeah, it's easy. It's mental. You just drag him along.
For Flair, can I see how he's doing?
Yeah, no matter what. It's okay. He doesn't fall necessarily, but even if he did, he would just dangle underneath you. In fact, he could
I
dangle
don't
underneath
pull off
you like
layers
that
of skin
fucking
on him.
raccoon in
Yeah,
Ace Ventura 2, whatever.
yeah.
when he's fucking-
just hanging there.
Oh my god.
like that fucking raccoon. Yeah.
Just sitting there hanging, just.
You and the zombie dangling below you.
Good job,
Oh my
Roger.
god, if he had fallen into the gorge, though,
No!
you guys. Imagine if he had fallen into the gorge. God, I wish I'd made this harder or something so that definitely happened. Railroad.
I would've jumped in after
That would have
him.
been the best. You
Yeah,
lost
that would have been Rip
Raja.
Arden.
I didn't even. I don't know why I haven't. All I've thought about is you killing Raja or losing him in terms of him being destroyed. But I haven't thought about him just being fucking taken
No.
or wandered
He's-
off or falls into a gorge. And now
He's
giving me
literally
lots of ideas.
god
Thank
tiered
you.
everything so far. So
Yeah,
he's-
he'd just
it's
come
like an
back
escort
as the
quest. You
Lord
can't
of
let
the
him die.
Underdark.
He's god tier at everything except conchects to resist paralysis.
Here's one weakness.
I'm going.
Yeah, no, you also fucking kill it getting across here. Last but not least,
I really don't like heights. I really don't like heights. I really don't like heights. They're terrible.
I called that. You had to jinx it.
you get onto the rope. What?
I can res one more person a day.
What weapons
And
do
be
you have?
animated again.
What weapons do you have?
I have
None.
my halberd, my heavy crossbow, my dagger, 2 elven short swords, and a spear.
Actually, Carlias kept your heavy crossbow.
He kept my heavy crossbow.
Something to remember him by. As you get onto this thing and you start moving across, everybody else give me perception checks. Watching him steadily make his way across.
Jesus.
Every single one of you notices as he gets to the sort of center. Vasilius doesn't care. Vasilius in front of you, the imp is in. Hey, can't
actually,
see. Can't see.
as they're crossing, I'm actually gonna have like Cran just kind of like flying along next to them for each
Yeah.
person as they cross.
How many feet away is he from us?
He is 75 feet away from you.
Well, good luck with that.
When?
Wait, you
When
said
his-
I got to the middle, right? So wouldn't I be 40 feet away?
No. No
Oh,
anymore.
okay.
No.
No. I was just doing it
okay.
for flavor. I was
Oh,
just doing it
alright.
for flavor.
Alright.
As soon as someone changes it from flavor to thing, I'll give you a number.
Oh,
75 feet
shit.
away. It's as soon as you get on it. It's a fucking fail.
I'm sorry.
As soon as you get on it, the halberd swings up one arch and just snaps the bottom end of the rope. Strings
Oh.
the rope you let go of instantly. You fucked up everything. You just it snaps the last thing you were ever expecting, and suddenly whoa, the rope disappears. Strings just falls into
I'm
the
close to the
darkness
wall,
of the
right?
gorge. You're
Oh,
no,
are you?
not really. You swing a bit.
You know
10
Featherfall,
feet
right?
away.
Or am I thinking of Kenneth? Did you have Featherfall?
Nope.
Okay. As soon as that happens, I'm gonna telepathic tell Cran touch him.
All right. Fall speed versus imp fly speed. Imps are pretty fast, right?
Yeah, his flight speed is.
What is the falling speed of a fucking heavily armored?
There is
Fully
something
grown.
for that
Everything fall
actually.
the
It's
same.
That's what
it's
I want
like
to know. Yeah.
30 feet a turn. I think is what it is.
I would assume is yeah.
30
Because
feet.
'Cause
Cran
I've-
could dash maybe.
I've watched. I don't know. I think it's probably like Critical Role or another RP show where they had to measure falling speed.
Okay, well,
his fly speed is 20. He's 60.
he has a-
so
he has 60 feet, so he can fly much faster than you're falling.
As I'm falling, I'm just,
you're-
I don't like heights. I don't like heights. I don't like heights.
you're casting a spell via him.
Yeah, I'm gonna use gaseous form, which is a touch spell, but my familiar can touch for me and turn strings into a cloud of gas in the
Do
air.
you need to touch the imp to give him the spell to pass it on, or can
No,
you
it
just
just
spam?
it just
It's
says
stupid broken.
It's like,
It just
it's like
says-
Tarek. You just redirect the spell, I guess.
Sure.
Oh wait, he has something like that now?
Yeah,
Huh.
that's what it is. He casts a spell. If his imp touches someone, they get it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
it's
no,
just-
the warlocks
it's just-
work like that, yeah.
It's just the imp touches him and I can channel my touch spell through that.
Channel fireball.
Channel a touch fireball into strings.
The rope snaps. Strings, you just feel everything go. You just, there's nothing but a rush of air. You feel that sickening sensation as your stomach goes and you just fall into the darkness. Everybody, probably, aside from the imp, just sees him disappear into the darkness. Probably not even a word gasped out of his mouth as he disappears into the blackness. You then see this tiny little red dot, followed by another little red dot as the cigar remains in the imp's mouth, dashes down into the darkness. Then, a few seconds later, a gaseous form floating up out of the gorge. Just a gas. Just a
It's
weird,
his spirit.
I'm alive?
just a weird
Oh my.
dragonborn shaped gaseous form floats
He's obviously
upwards.
died,
It's not-
and this is his spirit.
It's not even dragonborn shaped. It's just like a lump of gas. And the
It
others don't know
poops
what
out.
the others
It
don't
poops
know what
out a
I'm
little bit
casting
of
either.
gas because it's farting with fear. The imp crosses his arms and flaps up next to the gas and says, "Ah, what did you do without me, huh? Hey!" and floats over to the other side. That is where we end today's
Can I
I was
respond?
gonna say it. I was like, don't ruin this for Brad.
Oh
I'll just respond to Cranberry quickly and say, well, they'd probably all die without us.
Did you call him Cranberry?
Oh my God, he's red.
That's a
like
great name for him, by the way. Cranberry.
He's red like a cranberry. Thanks for playing, players. I only just noticed the time actually, so it seemed like a good time to.
Wow, that was shit. The last like 40 minutes went by real quick.
Yeah.
That was fucking close. That was a fucking don't
yeah.
survive that fall. It's a long way down. Just for the record.
I was gonna sanctuary him in midair because I can use it as a reaction, so you would have been invulnerable. You'd just be at the bottom of the frickin' pit.
No, I don't know if Sanctuary does that for you. I think it's if someone attacks you. It doesn't make you invincible.
Against attacks, yeah,
Yeah.
because
You
the
need to do.
gravity isn't attacking you so
I don't know
much.
if anyone
as-
else has anything else they could have done in that.
I don't think I
situation.
have a thing. I mean,
I don't.
the whip that Carlias has is not long enough, so and
Oh,
it's spiky.
damn.
It is fucking lucky he chose the imp.
I am gonna reiterate. I did
Fuck.
have one more use of animate dead. So seriously, we have a backup contingency spell.
The only other way that could have done that would have been to have dove off the cliff to catch him in midair and touch him and cast fly at 3rd level, because that'll make 2 of us fly.
I'm gonna have to learn Revivify, you jackasses. Aren't I?
but would Vasilius have done that? Really,
No,
for this
he absolutely
person?
would. He absolutely would not have. Vasilius is just watching. Oh, that's unfortunate.
Ooh. Ooh.
I literally am gonna have to use my 2nd, 3rd level spell and learn Revivify for you guys. Can
Yeah,
res you within a
probably.
minute of you dying.
I think it's yeah.
Fuck. But I want
would be
daylight. Level
God
3
damn.
spells are great. I'm really glad we
tried
hit level
that.
5.
We tried it
Level
out.
5 is fun, and it seems like it's really good. That you.
So
did.
the only person that gained another attack was Connor? No one else?
Yeah, but he's a fighter class, and they get a lot of fucking.
Sure,
I-
yeah,
I-
yeah. That's
I gain a 2nd beam on my Eldritch Blast, which is effectively
good.
a 2nd attack. So
Yeah.
I'm blasting twice per turn in combat.
Fighter is the only one that actually can gain more. You eventually at level 11 and 20 gain another extra attack. No other classes I don't think do. Maybe Ranger.
Fighters go up to 4, and then Ranger, Paladin, and Monk all go up to 2.
Just 2, yeah. Yeah, that's and so once again, like we were talking about, I was trying to min-max one day just for kicks and giggles. If you dual wield level 20 and then do your action surge, you get like 7 or 8 attacks. Yeah, or something like that. It's something
Yep.
stupid.
They get 4 attacks per attack action. They can action surge to attack 8 times, and if they're dual wielding, it's 16. So fighters can literally stab you 16 times in
think-
one turn.
I think with dual wielding, the offhand attack is technically a bonus action, so it only works once.
Or something.
I think
like
that was the unfortunate. I was like, holy, it mitigates it a bit, but still it's broken.
That's still 8 attacks in one turn.
Oh, yeah. But at level 20, I mean, we're going to be fighting Tarrasques and stuff
Yeah,
anyway.
you'll be fighting God, so,
Yeah, so it doesn't
you can
matter.
stab him all you want, and he's just gonna laugh at you.
Yeah. I can't wait until we're so high a level that beholders are like the pets of the things we're fighting.
Can you get to that level though?
Right.
No,
That's the question.
the pea blanket and the rope bridge almost killed us. So we're not even in the Underdark, by the way, chat. I just want to point
You're
that
like,
out.
you're like
We
barely
just
there.
We just took what
knocking on the door.
11 points of damage, expended all my spell slots, and almost had a party death doing nothing but cross a pit.
Yeah. That's why every time you guys were casting spells, I was like, well, there goes another spell slot.
Yeah.
Jay,
It's
you
like,
know the
Jesus
other
Christ.
day, that at the end of Ilios, the other show that Jay runs, the other day, he was like,
show.
"Oh, you guys did one line of my notes or whatever." Same.
Did we even do any of your notes today?
Like scratch the first little shitty. I was like, oh, I'll just
Damn.
do this for the first fucking 10 minutes of the game. Nope. Well, thanks for playing. I have a pubic hair in my mouth.
Yep, definitely pubic. Can tell from here.
Definitely a pubic hair. It was long
Confirmed.
and blonde, so it doesn't make any sense about where that came from at all. Before we end the stream, I like to do a quick round of shout outs, see where people can find y'all. I'm gonna start with Tuesday Gray, because it's the
Hi,
first one I
dudes.
looked at. Where can people find you?
You can find me at /Tuesday Gray in the internet places. And if you want to follow somebody that's a variety streamer and good at games, don't follow me because the only thing I play now is pub and I really suck at it. Thanks for
PUBG
playing.
streamers united. All you got to do is, if you do like 2 D&D games a week, then people can't really go at you for being just a PUBG streamer and not being
There
a
you
pro.
go.
So
Still
yeah,
variety.
get on that D&D game. I feel like you could run a D&D game by now. You're in so many.
Maybe after another year of being in them.
The David Bowie experience. Tuesday Gray. Somebody else who should absolutely run a D&D campaign, Vale Excalibur.
I'm
Where
already
can people
planning
find
one, actually.
Nice.
Yes. Good. Because
I'm interested to see how that goes. Actually, I'd like to see how Fairlight
in
DMs.
theory, based on just what I reckon, it's just gonna be fucking dope because he knows all the fucking shit and he's got a good imagination, which on the one hand, awesome for a D&D campaign. On the other, fuck you.
every campaign's just going to be a match of
And
For Honor.
I hope
It's going
it's
to be great.
I hope it's a fucking epic fail. Okay, just from the horrible bitter cynicist in me.
You're in a place called Summoner's Rift. Choose 4 other allies.
My heart and sword, always for Demacia. A man approaches you.
Oh, please let that happen now.
A giant, typical man with sword approaches you. All right, Fairlight Excalibur, go and follow so that one day... Are you going to stream it?
Yeah.
Nice. Let us know.
I'm planning a one-shot, not a whole campaign, but I want to give it a shot at least once.
That's a good call.
I'm going to watch the fuck out of it. I believe
Yeah,
in
I'll
you.
watch it.
I believe in you. Somebody else who should definitely and probably could run a campaign because he's in lots of campaigns as well, Connor Cronus. You ever thought about it?
I get asked about it a fair few times, actually.
Seems like a good idea. Everyone who's like a voice actor, that everyone is always like, run a campaign.
Hey, you gonna run a campaign? The only problem with that is, obviously, preparing for a campaign requires a lot of time and
Yeah, it
input,
does.
of which I don't really have. I don't think I could commit an extensive amount of hours to running a campaign, but I'd love to in the future. So I think it'd be a lot of fun.
And where can people find you? Maybe run that in the future.
Twitch.tv/Connor Cronus, 4 p.m. Eastern, Monday through to Saturday. Apart from Wednesdays and Sundays, where you can see me with BradWOTO and BradWOTO.
Oh, it's me, BradWOTO. And then, last but not least, somebody who I absolutely do not believe could run a D&D campaign. I'm kidding. Another man of many voices. You ever thought about it, Tenchi?
Oh, I've run campaigns of 3rd edition way back in the day.
I haven't ever seen it on Twitch, okay? I'm talking about running a Twitch campaign, a proper
No,
campaign,
probably
real
not on Twitch.
DMs.
You guys do a good job of it already, as is. And I'm
What about
too
if
much
we
for
quit,
workaholic.
though, huh? What about if we quit? Then
You guys won't quit. What would you do? Play PUBG?
Play PUBG, yeah.
Yeah.
Professionally. Hello.
I mean, I'm okay with that. When we played, we didn't even pay attention to what we were doing. I played PUBG with Brad, and we were talking about random crap the whole time.
It was mental. We were just playing
It
the
was
game
great.
for 25 minutes, and then like we were just chatting shit, and then suddenly going, someone's shooting us. Why?
Yeah!
Because we're playing this game as well.
I
Fuck.
don't remember how to play.
We were just fucking That
was great. That was a lot of fun.
Woman. That was fun. Yeah.
Oh, I
don't
saw
know.
Wonder Woman. I liked it.
Yeah.
It was good. It's entertaining. It's better than what I thought it was be. It was a good period piece.
That's probably because I was the only one who spoke to you about it, and I fucking hate that movie. So
Yeah. No, there was a lot of not my Wonder Woman hate for it. So it was better than I thought. Anyways, what were we talking about?
where can people find you?
On Wonder Woman's website, wonderwoman.bradwoto.org. I hope that's a website. Someone check.
I'm buying it.
Yeah.
I'm buying it. It's just gonna be my personal place where every now and then I go and rant about a stupid action movie that everyone liked.
Well, dress up, do a cosplay as Wonder Woman.
I got
I've already
that as
seen
well.
your cosplays on Twitter.
We have a Wonder Woman outfit in this house. I don't know
Oh,
why.
hell yeah.
Chat, you're welcome.
But we
Wonder
do.
Woman.
Emma, explain yourself. And then last but not least, somebody else who needs to bloody explain himself, quite frankly. Explain yourself, BradWOTO.
No.
Where can people find you?
No.
All right, I'll do it. I'll do
No.
it for you. All right, there, bud. My name is BradWOTO. I can't do Canadian.
On some
At
protein,
all.
eh?
My name is BradWOTO, and you can follow my stream. I stream every day. I think I do 2 streams a day now, but sometimes I don't because I don't get up in time. But mostly I attempt to do 2 streams a day. I'm playing Divinity, I think, at the moment, and I'm also a DM for a show on Sunday called Tablestory Ilios, and also I play in a game on Fridays with Wax Steven as a DM called Tablestory Neon Scream, which is a sprawl campaign set in the future. I can't remember what my character is, but it used to be Boom Boom, and now it's something else. I can't remember. That's it. I think he does nothing else with his life. No other use. He's got cats. You like cats? Go to the cat stream. All right. Thank you, everyone, for watching and hanging out this evening.
No
my
one
name's-
cares where to find me. Don't worry about it.
No.
Did you not say yours?
I don't want to now. Screw you.
I thought I went to you.
Oh,
I went to you, and I
damn.
thought you did your bit.
No.
Well, we talked about him playing D&D.
Listen, you didn't take the opportunity. Okay, you got to take. If you want to make it in this business,
No.
you want to make it in this. You want to make it on Twitch. You got to take the opportunities that are
Nope.
handed down to you.
Oh,
from bettors,
denied
from
the
your
cam.
bettors.
I'm a streamer.
Um,
Nothing's ever handed to me. I work hard, okay?
It came up and said where his channel is, right? You want to go fucking follow him? You go fucking follow him. He's got enough followers anyway. Fuck him. I say, fuck him. I'm going to tell you about my teeth tomorrow because I saw a couple people asking in chat. So
Yep.
thanks for asking after all that bullshit. I'm all right. It's just a fucking nightmare. And I'm going to try and do a stream tomorrow afternoon, and I'll explain it then if you want to know. Other than that, we'll see you next week for more Le Tablestory. Das Vale. Remember, you are in charge, Jay, and I can't end this stream. So can you
Tables!
peace out. Bye.
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 And she disappeared.